Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome back to the pit at Quincy Notre Dame High School and the Superfan Shootout for 2025. Mark Froelich, April Froelich here in the broadcast booth high above the court here at the pit, and we're getting ready for two games today on Eagle 102 Sports. We'll start it off with the Pittsfield Lady Saukees taking on the West Hancock Lady Titans. Then the Titans of West Hancock will take on the Clopton Hawks in the second game. So full afternoon of basketball and a lot more than that. If you're in the area or if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday, there are 7 games being played here at this shootout today. After the games we're broadcasting, you'll have Liberty against Monroe City. Monroe City probably a little salty after losing to Bowling Green last night at home. Then you have both the Palmyra teams in action. The boys will take on Route of Jacksonville, and then the girls will play Central Southeastern, and then the two QND teams will play for the second day in a row in this shootout. The girls will play Alton, and the boys will play Mexico. So that should be a good matchup to end the night.
We saw Central Southeastern at John Wood Community College earlier this season play Clopton, and they were a truly impressive team to watch.
Two pretty impressive teams here in our first game as Pittsfield, now 22-4 on the season, takes on 18-9 West Hancock. We'll talk about that when we start the pregame show next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
The Eagle 102 Sports
on 800 number, and they say we will be the local installer. They are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan, and Shelley Cluckey, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Getting ready for the Pittsfield Lady Saukees and the West Hancock Lady Trojans here at the Superfan Shootout, QND High School, inside the pit. And we know what Pittsfield has done behind the freshman Lincoln McCarthy this year. But
Lincoln and Reese are just they're a dynamic duo.
And on the other side, for West Hancock, you've got Jaden Clymer shooting just about 38% from the field, scoring 15.5 points a game. Grace Grothaus, almost 10 points, 9.4 points per game. She's shooting 39%. The best percentage shooter is Dee Dee Church, and she's averaging just over 8 points per game. So they can put some numbers up on the board to match some of what Pittsfield does. But Pittsfield, they have shown that they don't need that upperclassman leadership. It's the youngsters that are kind of driving the ship.
They definitely have fearlessness from their underclassmen. Madison Frieden has been a terrific leader. She's their senior leadership out on the floor. Lila Simon, another senior for Pittsfield. can't say enough good about that. They've definitely set a good course for Pittsfield and a lot of good years to come for Pittsfield as their freshmen have shown.
Yeah, and when you can get in that good mix of the senior leadership and the underclassmen that are contributing right off the bat.
Yeah.
That really, it helps build a program, and I don't think that Pittsfield was starting at ground zero to begin with.
No,
but
no, definitely
this
not.
is definitely a time that can push the future for the Pittsfield Lady Saukees.
And what a great time for Noah Mendenhall to take over the program and take it into the future. I think he's done a great job with the girls this year. I've been impressed with everything that I've seen out of Pittsfield this year. They went a really long stretch there without a loss, without a blemish on the record, and it took QND, and even that game was terribly, terribly close.
Yeah, and they held some of the stars we saw last night.
That's right.
To very low point totals.
That's right.
Heading into the final quarter of that one.
I say one of their main, one of the main, the senior leadership for QND girls, she was held off the board the whole first half against Pittsfield.
Absolutely.
Wasn't held off the boards last night, unfortunately.
yeah, scored 24 points and was named the MVP of the ball game against Clopton. Clopton, I think, is they're gonna learn some things from that loss last night, and I think that's gonna help them as they get into the postseason. Of course, we were talking about Sage Stratton for QND, who finished with 24 points. But,
I had my alliteration wrong. I had it as A's. I'm like, it's something AA.
Yeah, Sage Stratton was the MVP of the ball game last night.
I thought it was
for QND against Clopton.
We got to eat with the team that she's going to be playing with after she graduates, QND.
Yeah, Drury, they were in town
I thought that was such a class act.
QU, and we ran into them post-game as well. They were there. There was a lacrosse team there, a college lacrosse. Fazoli's was kind of kicking last night. I don't know why. I think we got the scraps left over.
Yeah, I think so too.
Probably not our best Fazoli's experience, if you can have a Fazoli's experience. About 6 minutes to go before we tip this one off. We'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game from the pit and the Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. But with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for Pittsfield against West Hancock here at the QND Superfan Shootout. I think you hit the nail on the head. They got to play with that fearlessness here tonight if they want to beat West Hancock. It's a big stage here at the pit. you can say it's just another high school gym, but it's not. Different sight lines. You have all these other teams coming in watching. You know, there's college recruiters that are going to be in the stand. So it is a big stage, and you got to play with that fearlessness and play with that chip on your shoulder, because I think Dee Church does create a matchup problem. She is tall, she's athletic, and like I said,
blue shoes.
She does, and she can shoot.
She was the first pair of shoes I noticed as soon as we walked in the building.
Yeah, plenty of white, plenty of pink, but those blue ones do stick out, just like the green ones on the Pittsfield side over there.
Yes, I say Reese Ramsey wears the green. I love her neon green shoes. But yeah, as soon as we
those
walked.
Those are electric blue.
Electric blue?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
D's.
I thought you meant Reese. I'm like, no, that's neon green, sir.
Yeah. No, I'm looking the other way.
Yes.
The shoes we were initially talking about.
Yes, Dee Church.
Dee Church and her 44% shooting percentage from the field. I think that is the matchup that Pittsfield's going to have to look at as she's averaging almost 10 a game. So those are our keys to the game.
And I would just have to say, I feel like Pittsfield always plays with joy.
They
and
do.
I like watching that a lot.
Joy, fearlessness. Those are our keys to the game. Starting lineup still to come here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with a New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starters for this first matchup of the day at the Superfan Shootout. First for the visiting Pittsfield Lady Saukees, 22-4, coached by Noah Mendenhall. They'll start a senior number 1, Lila Simon. A freshman number 2, Lincoln McCartney gets the start. Number 14, a senior, Madison Frieden. Number 15, a freshman, Reese Ramsey. And number 21, a sophomore, Deegan Allen, gets the start. And Pittsfield has been introduced on the floor. For West Hancock, the Lady Titans are 18-9, coached by Jerry Jerome. They'll start a junior, number 1, Jocelyn Little. Junior number 10, Lucy Woodworth, gets the start. A sophomore, number 11, Grace Grodhouse. A senior, number 32, Dee Church. And a junior, number 34, Jaden Clymer, rounds out the starting 5 as both teams have been introduced on the floor. Again, for West Hancock, it's Little, Woodworth, Grodhouse, Church, and Clymer. For Pittsfield, it's Simon, McCartney, Frieden, Ramsey, and Allen. They're in the center circle.
Let's go Saukees.
It'll be Clymer jumping center for West Hancock. And who do we got in this circle for Pittsfield?
Madison.
And it's won by West Hancock, and we're underway in the first game of 7 today. 2 here on Eagle 102 Sports from the QND Superfan Shootout. Out high with it. That's Clymer. Kicks it to the far side. Long two is over everything, and the rebound grabbed by the Saukees, and coming up the floor is Lila Simon. From the baseline, that shot. A little long, offensive rebound, and then a jump ball, and the arrow will favor Pittsfield with 7:34 to go here in the first. So an empty possession for West Hancock. Pittsfield driving to the basket. That shot floats through. And the first points of the day for Reese Ramsey.
I say this is what she did against QND. She just goes in fearless, and the Saukees follow her.
2-0 Pittsfield. Opening minute here from QND. With it out high is Grodhouse. Grodhouse to the near side for Jocelyn Little. And away from the ball, a push.
Gonna get Deegan Allen.
That's her first foul of the ball game for either side. And Grodhouse inbounds for Little. Little gets it out high. Now to the near side for Grodhouse. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. And Grodhouse again with it. Sets the offense from the center circle to the near side for Little. Jocelyn gets it down to Dee Church off the glass. And she's got her first points of the ball game. Dee Church. 2-2 ball game. Pittsfield back the other way. Into the far corner and up top again. Over to the far side for Ramsey. Top of the key through Lila Simon. Work it down low. Back door. And that shot goes. Stuck up there for a while. Madison Frieden makes it 4-2 Pittsfield here in the early going. 6:22 to go opening quarter. Across the line with it is Woodworth. Bounce pass is tipped and taken by Simon. Lila to the basket and in. Her first points of the ball game. And a timeout taken on the floor. 6-2 our score. Pittsfield leading West Hancock. 6:11 to go in the first on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Steal off the inbound and then knocked out of bounds. Pittsfield will have it up 6-2.
Lincoln McCartney.
2 minutes gone here in the first. But it is Ramsey. Across the line to Lila Simon. Over to the far side now for Lincoln McCartney. McCartney back to the near side. There's a three. It's a little off the mark. Offensive rebound tied up. Frieden got it. Tied up by Dee Church. And the arrow this time favors the Titans. West Hancock will bring it up the floor. Grodhouse. Too little. Jocelyn gives it back now for Grace Grodhouse. We'll see some Grodhouses in both games. Out high with it is Church. Bounce pass, center of the lane, making a little room. Kick back to the near side. Here's the three from the near point. It's no good. Offensive rebound picked up now by Little. Tipped out. Here's a long two from the near side, and that one's good. Jocelyn Little's first points of the contest. Grodhouse, 11-1. And a travel called against Simon. Turnover, first for Pittsfield. In the backcourt with it is Clymer. Get across the line, Church in deep, tried to return pass, and it's off the knee or thigh of Little and out of bounds back to Pittsfield, so a turnover each way. Across the line with it, McCartney to the near corner. Back up top for Lincoln. To the far side, open three, that one's long. Rebound, and a foul going to be whistled against Pittsfield. And that's the first on Lila Simon. 4:51 to go in the first. 6-4. Pittsfield up by 2. They've led by as many as 4 so far here in the first quarter. With it in the backcourt is Grodehouse. Gets it to Woodworth. Across the line, back to Grodehouse. Get it down to Church. Her shot off the iron, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Deegan Allen for Pittsfield. Pushing it ahead. Ball fake. McCartney goes to the top, now around to the far side through Ramsey. Has it again. She'll take the long range 3. That one rims out. So she started a little cold from beyond the arc. And now a steal back. Off her miss. Ramsey gets it down low. That shot good. McCartney's first points. Looked like she was going to pass. Changed her mind, went back and shot the 6-footer. Nearing the midway point of the first quarter. Actually passing that midway point. 3:58 to go. 8-4 Pittsfield. Titans back up. Grodehouse dribbles to the far side, gave up that dribble, gets it to Church at the top of the key to the near side. Now back to Grodehouse. Grodehouse hands it off for Jocelyn Little. Tried to hit Church down low, and it's taken away by Pittsfield. That floater off the glass too hard. Offensive rebound. They'll kick it out far side. Now reset at the top of the key. Here's the 3. That one drops through. McCartney has 5 points for Pittsfield. 11-4 from that far point. And the lead is 7. Now another steal.
Deegan Allen gets some.
Back the other way. Floater across the lane into a double team and a foul. As the defense was in the air and landed on her back.
Lucy Woodworth was like, here, Lincoln, let me help you back up.
Maybe one too many passes, but it did create the foul. And checking out of the ball game was Dee Dee Church and Jocelyn Little. Figgy into the ball game, Kaya Figgy. Pittsfield all the way out top with the inbound pass. Step inside the three-point line. That shot off the mark to the corner and grabbed there by Woodworth. Woodworth has it tipped away by Lincoln McCartney. It'll stay with West Hancock with 2:53 to go in the first. And a substitution as Deegan Allen checks out. Hill into the ball game, Bailey. Grodehouse has to go behind the back on the dribble, gets across the line. Off that inbound play, she's still in control, goes around the defense and is fouled by Madison Frieden. That's her first. 2:43 to play.
They called it on Ramsey. But you
certainly
were
did.
right, that was Madison
Yeah.
Frieden's hand.
So to the line go the Titans, and the first shot for Grace Grodehouse is good. Grodehouse.
Not a bar movie.
No. Point guard. Hit them both. And it's 11-6. Pittsfield stuck in the backcourt. They do get it ahead. Wild pass. Down low off the glass. And a good finish that time by Ramsey. She's got 4.
What a great sight by Lincoln McCartney.
Back the other way, and we'll have a foul. And heading to the line will be Woodworth. A foul on Frieden this time. 13-6, 2:25 to go in the first. Pittsfield leading. Clopton Hawks in the house. They'll play next, and the first shot's no good. Off the back iron and out. It's Coach Mendenhall. Visits with Bailey Hill. And the second shot was good for Woodworth. And Pittsfield back the other way. Out high with it. Take the 3. The freshman again, McCartney. Back-to-back trays for her. And she's up to 8 points here in the first quarter. 2 minutes to go in quarter number one. Shot no good. Ball loose all the way out to the top of the key. Picked back up by the Titans, and push going to be called.
Madison Freen's going to pick up her second.
That's the 15th foul, so shots coming.
Madison with 2. Reese Ramsey, Deegan Allen, Lila Simon each have a single foul.
And the first shot is no good for Jaden Clymer. Minute 55 to go in the quarter.
At the line for West Hancock, number 34, Jaden Clymer.
She'll have one more. That one rims out, and the rebound is grabbed by Lila Simon in the backcourt. Across the line now for Ramsey. Reese Ramsey. Back to Simon. She retreats to the center circle, goes to the far side with Ramsey. Free throw line and a travel called against Lila Simon. She did shuffle the feet as she set up for that shot with a minute 38 to go. The turnover gives it back to West Hancock. Clopton will play West Hancock next in boys action. In the backcourt, Woodworth bothered by McCartney. Goes cross court, and finally across the line are the Titans. Work it down low, little elbow there, shot no good. Put back is stripped away. Clymer having a little frustration there with the Pittsfield defense, and now a bump and a foul called against West Hancock.
I think that's going to go on Woodworth.
That is Lucy's second.
Woodworth, her second.
That was the one I didn't write down earlier. She'll check out. Into the ball game comes Lauren Stevenson for the Titans. Off the inbound. Little step back jumper. That's no good. Rebound tipped to the near side. Chased in the corner. Knocked out of bounds off of Stevenson. It's going to stay with Pittsfield with a minute 6 to go.
Nice job by Taylor Peebles.
Simon inbound. All the way in the corner. Oh, and it's taken away from Taylor on that inbound and then knocked away as they tried to hit Figgy with a long pass.
Reese Ramsey says, I don't think so.
Gonna have to work harder than that. 57.9 seconds to go. 16-7, Pittsfield leads here in the first. To the far side with it for Clymer. Clymer kicks it back to Grodhouse. All the way to the edge of the center circle. Back to Clymer. Jaden starts her dribble, gives it up after one, and it's tipped away and stolen by Pittsfield. Good teamwork there defensively for the Lady Saukees. Into the corner for three. That's short. Offensive rebound. Simon's put back is good. How did she get that one to go?
Wow.
4 points.
Playing 6 inches taller than she is.
18-7. Pittsfield leads. 30.8 seconds to go in the quarter. Timeout on the floor on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Neighbor Funeral Homes.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
West Hancock gets the ball in. Clymer takes it up the floor, all the way to the basket and scores. Jaden Clymer, first points of the ball game. She was 0 for 2 from the free throw line prior to that, and it's 18-9, down to 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's McCartney. Takes one dribble, passes off to Simon over to the far side, down to 8 on the clock. Top of the key, up and around. Here's Simon, down to 3. Gonna have to hurry. She takes the shot at the buzzer, little long, and we go to the bench after one quarter with Pittsfield leading West Hancock 18-9 from the Superfan Shootout in Quincy on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green is right here for you and your family. No matter what stage of life you are in, better health starts with your primary care provider, the person who knows your health history and can connect you with the right specialist if needed. The Hannibal Regional Medical Group team of primary care providers are ready to help guide you on your path to better health, right here at home. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
18-9 Pittsfield, leading West Hancock after one.
Lincoln McCartney leads Pittsfield with 8 points. Lila Simon and Reese Ramsey each with 4 points. Madison Frieden with 2 for Pittsfield's 18. For West Hancock, it's Grace Grodehouse with 4 points. Dee Dee Church, Jaden Clymer each with 2. Lucy Woodworth with 1 for their 9. West Hancock 3 for 6 from the free throw line.
Pittsfield with the ball to start the second quarter. Doubling up. West Hancock through one, 18-9. Simon out high with it. Angles to the far side. Now gets it back to Lincoln McCartney. McCartney hands it off for Deegan Allen. Back to McCartney. Now to Reese Ramsey. Ramsey gives it off to Allen. Over to the far side. Along two is Long. And the rebound pulled down by Grace Grodehouse for the Titans. Long pass ahead. That shot no good. Fought for the rebound. Picked up by Clymer. She gets back in front of the basket, puts it off the glass for 2, and she's got 4.
Yeah, I don't think they want her to start cleaning up glass. She's pretty tall.
Over to the far side, Pittsfield sets the offense. Pass knocked to the corner and stolen away. Clymer just stronger there to take that one away, and a bump and a foul going to be called on McCartney.
I think it's going to be on Bailey Hill, be her first. I was wrong, it's Lincoln McCartney. That'll be her first.
Just over a minute gone here in the second. Clymer was 0 for 2 from the line in the first quarter. This shot is no good, 0 for 3. Into the ball game
Not
for
a great looking free throw shot.
Sophie Gangler.
Looks like she's shooting with the wrong hand, even.
Replaces Deegan Allen. Well, she's left-handed.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
She hits the second one. Back the other way. Shot good and a foul.
Reese Ramsey picks up another bucket. And she's going to get a shot at the free throw line. That'll be the first time for the free throw line for Pittsfield.
Grodehouse picks up the foul, her first. 6:46 to go. And with those green shoes, she completes the three-point play. 21-12 is the Pittsfield lead here in the second. Across the line with it is Jaden Clymer. Clymer has it go off a foot to the floor, tied up, and the arrow this time favors the Titans.
I love how scrappy Pittsfield is. I mean, 3 bodies on the floor. As soon as that ball went a little squirrely, Pittsfield's all over it.
Stevenson to inbound, goes to the backcourt for Grodehouse. Grace and her pink shoes across the line, over to the far side now for Jaden Clymer. And a foul on that inlet pass. Going to be called against the Lady Saukees.
Really? They're going to call that on Lincoln McCartney.
Her second.
Ooh, I only saw the retaliation of Grace Grodehouse.
6:28 to play in the first half.
So many fouls for Pittsfield this early. A little unusual.
Work it down low. Turnaround shot sneaks over the iron for Stevenson. Her first points of the ball game. And it's 21-14. Lead down to 7. It's been as many as 9 for Pittsfield here in this first half. With it on the far side is Reese Ramsey. Now back up top. Through Lincoln to Sophie Gangler. Back to Lincoln McCartney. McCartney finds the streaker. Now kicks it back out to the near side for Ramsey. Up and around that perimeter to Lila Simon out high. to Lincoln McCartney on the near point. Up top again for Gangler, over to the far side for Simon. Pittsfield taking their time, running through their sets, working against this zone from the Titans. McCartney back now for Ramsey. Reese Ramsey's floater through the lane, no good. Tip up rebound off of a Pittsfield player, off of Gangler and out of bounds. To West Hancock with 5:18 to go in the second quarter. Gonna have to hurry, they do. Get it to Jaden Houston in the backcourt. Houston again. Floats a pass down low, shot, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good, but a foul is going to send Stevenson to the line.
I think Lila Simon's going to pick up her third. And she
Yeah,
does. No, it's her second.
Yeah. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. 21-14 to the line is Stevenson. And her first shot is short. Achilles heel so far for the Titans. Dee Dee Church back in the ball game. She replaces Kaya Figge. And the second shot is good. And it's a 6-point game.
They continue at 50% from the line as a team.
Near side with it is Reese Ramsey. Pittsfield continues to be patient offensively. To the near side for Gangler. Kick out three. That one is off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by Stevenson for the Titans. West Hancock. Across the line with it is Stevenson. To Houston. That shot. Dee Dee Church no good. Got her own rebound. It's tied up. This time the arrow favors the Lady Saukees. We're at QND, the Pit. Superfan Shootout. Here last night as the Lady Raiders beat the Clopton Lady Hawks. Both those teams state ranked. We'll have Clopton against West Hancock in boys action coming up next. We've got the first two of the 7 games here in the Superfan Shootout on this kind of dreary Saturday. It's fun in here, though. Over to the far side. Here's a three. That one finally goes through. Reese Ramsey.
She has 10 points.
And a good block on the far sideline and a steal off the glass. Ramsey again.
I really thought she might dunk. You just don't know what that little girl's going to do.
26-15. Biggest lead of the night for Pittsfield. Now double figures. Out high with it, double team, escaping to Grodhouse. Grodhouse angles to the near side, hands it off now for Jaden Houston. Houston back up top, now they get it to Dee Dee Church in a quadruple team, and a foul called against Pittsfield.
Bailey Hill gonna pick that one up by, no.
Sophie Gangler.
I really thought the dramatics of Bailey Hill.
Church checks out. Lucy Woodworth back in.
Church has not done well. Like they've pulled her several times.
Yeah, that was a triple team into a quadruple team, and now a steal by Pittsfield. McCartney across the line. Lincoln, top of the key. There's the three. That one's good. Heating up is Reese Ramsey for Pittsfield, and a timeout taken as the Lady Saukees have opened up a 14-point lead, 29-15, 3:04 to go in the first half on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
West Hancock ball after the timeout. They trail the Pittsfield Lady Saukees 29-15, second quarter from the QND Superfan Shootout. That shot off the glass. Good play drawn up. Good execution by West Hancock. And it's 29-17. Good finish by Stevenson. Speaking of a good finish, off a good pass, Lila Simon answers for Pittsfield.
Another assist for Lincoln McCartney.
31-17, back to Stevenson. Her shot no good, but a foul. Going to send Lauren back to the line. She's 1 of 2 from that spot here in the second quarter.
Lila Simon picks up her third.
Lila Simon, her third. At the line for 20, Lauren Stevenson.
Stevenson to the line. So we'll see what happens after this first free throw. If they get Simon out of there, she hits the first.
21, Deegan Allen. In for West Hancock, number 32.
Lila Simon taking a seat, coming in her place. Deegan Allen back in the game. Indeed.
And Dee Dee Church back into the ball game as she missed the second. Church with the long rebound. Gets it back in the center of the lane, and another foul. This one, I think, is going to go on Bailey Hill. It is.
It'll be her first.
And Lucy Woodworth to the line, trying to add to her 1 point on 1 of 2 shooting free throws. 2:32 to go in the half, 31-18. Make it now still 31-18 as the first one misses. Pittsfield leading West Hancock.
Way too many trips to the line.
Second shot is good.
That's 14 trips to the line for West Hancock.
Woodworth with 2 points.
They are 50% still.
2.5 to go.
7 for 14.
Gangler out high, gets it back. Over to the far side now for Bailey Hill. All the way across to Lincoln McCartney. Back to Hill. She spots up the 3. That one misses everything. Saved and stays in bounds. Picked up by Clymer. Good idea. But the ball goes the other way. Out high with it is Jaden Clymer. All the way to the center circle. Bounce pass to the free throw line for Stevenson. Stevenson hands it off now for Woodworth. Her shot is long. Rebound fought for, and a push going to be called against West Hancock. And that's going to go on Dee Dee Church, her first.
Number 32, Dee Dee Church, her first.
Minute 51 to go in the second quarter. Pittsfield brings the ball up the floor, leading 31-19. Far side with it is Gangler. Back up to the near side for Bailey Hill. Hill hands it off. Skip pass over to Gangler on the opposite point. Through McCartney, back to the near side. That 3 is good. Reese Ramsey.
Yeah, sank 3 of those 3-pointers this second quarter.
She missed her first, 4?
Yep.
And she has gotten hot since then. And a foul going to be whistled on Deegan Allen, her second. As a little cut opened up there for
No, they
West
called that
Hancock.
on Lincoln McCartney. That'll be her third. Or Sophie Gangler. Excuse me.
The shot no good. Houston misses the first. If history proves, she'll hit the second one. No, missed them both. Dee Dee Church the rebound. Ball goes to the floor, tied up. It's going to stay with West Hancock on the alternating arrow. Minute 14 to go in the second quarter, 34-19. Pittsfield leading here at the Superfan Shootout. Quincy Notre Dame High School. The pit. We're above street level. The court below street level. Dee Dee Church shot. Had to fight just to get that one up. And Pittsfield brings it back the other way. Here's a 3. Rims out this time. Offensive rebound and a foul called against West Hancock as McCartney grabbed the board. The foul called on Woodworth, her third. 59.7 seconds to go and a timeout taken by Pittsfield. 34-19, they lead West Hancock here in the second quarter on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest End, and People's Savings Bank.
59.7 seconds to go in the second quarter. 34-19. Pittsfield will have the ball after the timeout. I don't know why West Hancock is dressing in the far corner, but they are.
The boys, I don't know if they just don't want to go to their locker room.
I mean, the girls are playing. They want to watch. But,
I guess, but they're really getting dressed in front of everybody. I don't know if they know that we can all sit.
Right underneath Jesus, too. 59.7 seconds to go. 34-19. The big laugh came out, so we mute April. A steal on the inbound by Stevenson. So West Hancock gets it back and brings it up the floor. In the far corner is Grodehouse. Takes it back down to 45 seconds to go. Free throw line, Stevenson. Over to the far side, through the hands of Clymer. And it climbs the bleachers into the second row. 39.2 seconds on the clock. Turnover gives it back to Pittsfield after the nice defensive play by the Titans. 34-19. To the near side for McCartney. Bounce pass now for Hill. Back to McCartney over to the far side for Gangler. To Reese Ramsey. Bounce pass. McCartney, center of the lane. Kick it far side. Ramsey thought about the three, down to 16 seconds. Second quarter. The halftime report is coming up. Here's McCartney for three off the glass. The bank is open for Lincoln McCartney. 37-19. Back the other way quickly and out of bounds. It's going to stay with West Hancock. And let the bodies hit the floor. Both Clymer and Hill had to be helped up after that one. 0.8 seconds. Going to have to hurry if you're the Titans to try and get a, oh, they'll reset it now to 1.6. So plenty of time for an inbound and a shot for West Hancock. 37-19 after that three. They get it in, shot, no good, and that'll do it for the first half here from Notre Dame High School in Quincy. It's the QND Superfan Shootout. And it's Pittsfield leading West Hancock 37-19 as we go to the locker room on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
The Eagle 102 Sports halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports Halftime Report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Good first half for the Pittsfield Lady Saukees as they've opened up a 37-19 lead on the West Hancock Lady Titans. And they've done a good job defending both Church. I thought that was going to be a matchup problem. And Jaden Clymer. Those are tall, long, athletic players, and Pittsfield did a really good job shutting them down, keeping them to a combined 7 points in the first half.
That's right.
The point of concern for Pittsfield after two quarters,
trouble.
a lot of fouls whistled, 16 free throws West Hancock took in that first half. If they're closer to 100% than the right around 50% they are, this is a much closer game. But I think Pittsfield still has to be happy with the 37-19 lead through two.
Yeah.
And it was a slow start for Reese Ramsey. She took, I think, 4, maybe 5 three-pointers in the first quarter and was held without a three ball going down. But she heated up in the second
14 points in that second quarter.
Yeah, and McCartney kind of filled that void in the first quarter.
Yeah,
she's hit 3 threes in
right.
the first half of this ball game. So pretty good team effort. I like the defense from Pittsfield. Really, I mean, it's three-quarter court defense from the Lady Saukees so far in this ball game, and
everyone off the bench has played very well for Pittsfield.
And they've been very patient offensively against that 2-3 zone from the West Hancock Lady Titans here in the first half. They lead it 37-19. Pittsfield over West Hancock. We'll have first half scoring for you after this from the QND Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
37-19 at the half. As mentioned, it was Pittsfield that got out on top and outscored West Hancock 18-9 in that first quarter, and then took it to them in the second quarter 19-10. They outscored them for this 37-19 halftime score. As mentioned, it was Reese Ramsey that drew first blood for Pittsfield. She had a couple of buckets, and then it was Lincoln McCartney. She had a pair of three-pointers combined with a trio of buckets from Lila Simon and Madison Frieden. They combined for that 18 points in the first quarter. And then it was really the Reese Ramsey show starring Reese Ramsey in that second quarter. She's had 14 points in that second quarter alone. So single-handedly outscored the 10 points from West Hancock in that second quarter. Right now for Pittsfield, it is Reese Ramsey leading things with 18 points. She has 3 three-pointers. Lincoln McCartney has 11. She also has 3 three-pointers. Lila Simon has 6 points, and Madison Frieden rounds things out with 2. Right now, It's just the 1-and-1 for Reese Ramsey. So 1 for 1 from the free throw line is Pittsfield as a team. West Hancock, it is Lauren Stevenson who came alive there in that second quarter. She was held off the board completely off the bench in that first quarter, but she leads things with 8 points. Jaden Clymer has 5. Grace Grodehouse has 4 points, and then it's 2 points apiece for Lucy Woodworth and then Dee Dee Church. They are 7 for 16 from the free throw line, and that rounds things out for this halftime 37-19 halftime score.
Oh, West Hancock boys are putting on a bad dunking demonstration at the half here.
Oh, whoa! That one was kind of amazing.
Yeah. Most of them coming up a little short. Just talked to Clopton coach Tony Francis, and was getting his starters ahead of the second game. And, it's not going to be great when he says, oh, you're going to love this. Josh Harvey out sick. Jordan Genuine out sick.
Oh, no.
Tucker Salmon's broken arm in practice.
Oh, no.
Unavailable. He's here, but in street clothes. And unavailable for the Hawks as they get ready to take on the
at least he's
dunking Titans.
Not down in the corner getting dressed with West.
Down in the corner, out in the street. 37-19, Pittsfield leads West Hancock after 2 quarters. We'll take a break, come back with the second half from the QND Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
2 quarters in the books, 8 minutes on the clock. We're ready for the second half of this first of 7, 2 of them here on Eagle 102 Sports. We'll have Clopton West Hancock boys coming up next. Pittsfield ball to start the second half, and Lila Simon to trigger the inbound to get things going. If Pittsfield does nothing other than maintain, they'll pick up the win here in Quincy. Out high with it is McCartney, and
Jaden Houston going to pick up a foul.
Yep. Moving screen.
So they changed their starters up a little bit. West Hancock. Jaden Houston did not start the game.
With it far side after the turnover. The Lady Titans get it back to Dee Dee Church, center of the lane. Her shot off the back iron and out. All alone for the rebound was Deegan Allen, and here comes Pittsfield back the other way. With it is Reese Ramsey. Angles to the near side, hands it off for Lincoln McCartney. McCartney backs up. Back to Ramsey. Reese, double braid over to the far side, Deegan Allen. Ball knocked away from Simon and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pittsfield. Probably a good decision.
Yeah.
Because I think Lila probably would have got herself trapped.
Yeah, right over there on
in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
With it is Simon. Back to Reese Ramsey. Ramsey gets a little passive pick there from Madison Frieden. Then Dee Dee Church.
Knocked over by her own player.
Yeah, well, I think she did the knocking. As both Clymer and Church got together after Dee Dee had stolen that ball away. Go back to Pittsfield. Just over a minute gone here in the third quarter. No change in the score, 37-19. And a push on the inbound play called against Pittsfield. So the fouls just keep adding up.
Yeah, Reese Ramsey going to pick that one up.
Pittsfield foul.
No.
McCartney.
That's her third.
And
So Lila Simon and Lincoln McCartney each with 3 fouls.
And Lincoln will check out. And the Titans with it on the turnover, the offensive foul. And up the floor with it is Grodhouse, and another foul called against Pittsfield.
Going against Deegan Allen.
Her third.
Pittsfield foul, number 21, Deegan Allen, her second.
Okay, you got it right. Far side, long jumper for 2 is good. And Grodhouse gets the first points of the second half. Oh, we're got treats coming too. Off the glass, that one's good in transition.
Grace Grodhouse picks up another bucket. And the steal.
And now another steal. That shot no good. Put back no good. And finally a tie up on the rebound.
Whoa.
37-23. Pittsfield yet to score here in the third quarter. We played nearly 2 minutes.
Fans getting very restless all at once. KJFM.
Yeah, we got something from Underbrink's Bakery.
What?
Yeah. Tried to get it to Dee Dee, taken away from her, and a foul called. I would have called the tie-up myself, but shots coming for the West Hancock Lady Titans. And that goes against Deegan Allen. That is her third.
Not good.
To the line goes Woodworth. And Lucy's first shot is good.
At the line for West Hancock, number 10, Lucy Woodward.
Well, she's been 2 for 4 through the first half of this game.
And she hit them both. 37-25, down to a 12-point Pittsfield lead.
All right, they're going to have to take the stuff back if Pittsfield's going to. Until Pittsfield scores, you take your baked goods.
That shot top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound, good work there by Deegan Allen. And she's blocked and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pittsfield. As Dee Dee Church has really turned it up to 11 here to start the second half. She's ratcheting down. And get it in, and a trip going to be called on Jaden Clymer, her first. First foul of the half against West Hancock.
Number 34, Jaden Clymer, her first.
Inbound. And another foul going to be called on Clymer. That one looked like a clean block.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to call that on Jaden Houston.
West Hancock foul, number 14, Jaden Houston.
Okay. I had the wrong Jaden. She must have gone low on her.
Yeah, real low.
And the shot is good as Frieden hits her first free throw of the night. First point for Pittsfield here in the third quarter. Second shot, hit them both. 39-25. Still being outscored 6-2 in the quarter and haven't hit from the field yet. About a 14-point lead. With it in the backcourt is Grodhouse. She's across the line. Goes all the way to the baseline, back in front of the basket. Dee Dee Church shot off the glass is good. She's got 4.
Church.
39-27. Pittsfield sets the offense. With it is Ramsey. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Ramsey gives to Hill. Hill now for Gangler. Sophie. 3 top of the key. That one's good.
3-pointer.
Deegan Allen.
Now
first
we've got
points.
Deegan in the
42-27. Pittsfield to take a timeout, a full timeout. Leading 42-27, 5:03 or 5:07 to go in the third on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
5:07 to go in the third quarter. 42-27 is the Pittsfield lead over West Hancock. It's nice when you're brought baked goods.
I'm so confused. I want to know why.
To the near side, here's a three, and that's Jaden Clymer with the tray. Make it 42-30, back to a 12-point lead for Pittsfield. 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Center of the lane, kick it out. Baseline shot from 9, no good. And the rebound tied up. Good work coming from behind by Allen, not to pick up the foul there. And getting that tie up against D.D. Church.
Number 2, Lincoln McCartney.
Lincoln coming in. Deegan Allen going to have a sit.
Arrow favored Pittsfield. And Simon to inbound. Back up top. Now to Lila. Near side three. Just rims out. Offensive rebound. Around the defense. Off the glass, no good, but a foul is going to send Madison Frieden to the line.
Madison's been doing a lot of hard work underneath the basket for the Lady Saukees. Always doing a good job.
D.D. Church picks up the personal, her second. And Frieden's first shot is good. Make it 43-30. Nearing the midway point of the second quarter. Second shot is short. That's the first miss for Pittsfield from the line in this ball game. And back the other way, Grodhouse trying to beat the defense back, does. Grace Grodhouse with 6 points in the quarter.
She now has 10. First player in double figures for West Hancock.
Out high with it is Gangler to the near side. Simon. Lila has it again. Working against Church. Back to the free throw line for Frieden. Her shot's no good. The rebound pulled down by Jaden Clymer for West Hancock. Across the line with it is Grodhouse. And they try to float a pass to D.D. Church, and it's taken away. Long pass ahead off the hands of Sophie Gangler. And we're going back the other way. Back and forth. Not much offense. A lot of action over to the far side. Here's a three. That one's good. From the far side, Jaden Houston. And it's down to an 8-point lead. Back the other way, and an offensive foul called against Reese Ramsey on the charge. Oh, they did go the other way. It looked like the referee this way was signaling a charge. So who picked it up?
Lucy Woodworth picked up her fourth.
And the shot is no good for Reese Ramsey, trying to add to her 18-point total from the first half. Yet to score here in the third. She started slow in the first quarter as well. So you would think she'd be in line for a big fourth quarter. One more shot.
Oh, she's scrappy. I'd never count her out of any game.
Pittsfield needs a little run here. Long conversation.
Yeah. Are they trying to find out where she found her neon green shoes?
I doubt it.
Don't tell him, Reese.
Second shot is good. She hits one of two.
19 points for Reese.
Back to a 9-point Pittsfield lead. That shot no good, but a foul's going to send Grodhouse to the line.
That's going to be whistled on Bailey Hill. That'll be her second.
And the fouls continue to rain down upon us here in the third quarter. 3:20 to go. Chance to really tighten this ball game up from the free throw line. Grothouse's first shot is no good. Stays a 9-point lead.
Number 11, Grace Grothhouse.
And the second shot is good. It's 1 of 2. It's an 8-point game. 44-36. Pittsfield leads. On high with it is Reese Ramsey. Puts on the brakes. Kicks it back out for Gangler over to the far side now for Bailey Hill. Top of the key, 3, no. Died on that back iron, and the rebound grabbed by Dee Church. Church ahead to Grothhouse. They'll set the offense. Down to 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Bucket here, we got a game. To Clymer, shot no good. Offensive rebound, and that one is good.
Oh, first points for Jocelyn Little.
Here in the second half. 44-38, 3 the other way, no good. Long rebound, Church tracks it down on the run, and then has the ball taken away. And a foul going to be whistled against West Hancock, and things just kind of
just almost out of control.
Off.
Jaden Clymer going to pick up another
West
foul.
Hancock foul, number 34, Jaden Clymer, her second.
just her second. 2:20 to go in the third. That was the fifth foul.
Number 10, Bailey Hill.
So Bailey Hill will go to the line looking for her first points of the night. And the shot is good. So Bailey in the book.
Returning for Pittsfield, number 1,
45-38. This one to get it back to an 8-point lead. She hit them both.
And for the Lady Saukees,
Like to see a team do well at the free throw line.
Allen back in the ball game. As Pittsfield going to ramp it up to full court pressure here on the inbound play. They come to the near side with it. Got it into Houston. Has to dribble around the defense. Clymer takes it across the line. Ball almost got away. Picked up by Jocelyn Little.
West Hancock not liking that pressure.
Grothhouse with 2:02 to go in the third quarter. Almost knocked away by Ramsey. Almost a travel. Through the lane. That one doesn't sneak through. Clymer's putback, though, is good. She's got 5 in the quarter, 10 in the game. 46-40. Pittsfield lead down to a half dozen. Far side with it. This Simon back into the ball game. Her shot's no good. Rebound out of bounds. That probably was the best option for West Hancock because she threw it right to Pittsfield underneath the basket, but her foot was on the line. And Stevenson comes in for Dee Church. Lauren 6 points in the second quarter. Minute 33 to play in the third. And a foul going to be whistled against Clymer, her third. 1:31 on the clock. To the line is Deegan Allen. Allen, 3 points. Those came here in the third quarter, and that shot is good.
The line for Pittsfield, number 21, Deegan Allen.
Lead is 7.
Chipping in for West Hancock, number 21, Layton Larson.
One more shot for Deegan. That one's long, but found its way home. Off the back iron and straight down. Minute 31 to go. 8-point Pittsfield lead on West Hancock. We've got Clopton and West Hancock in boys action coming up next. Short-handed Hawks. Bounce pass across the lane, and an easy 2 that time for Lakin Larson. Her first points in the contest.
And they're getting scoring from a bunch of different places.
Ramsey to the far side. Now Simon Kick it back now for Allen. Allen takes it to the hoop. No, but a travel called prior to the shot. Turnover gives it back to West Hancock. Yeah, she went all the way across Europe with that Euro step. Whistled by the official, and the turnover gives it back to West Hancock. With it is Little. Jocelyn, lob pass. Clymer off the glass. Good lead pass, good finish. And it's a 4-point game. Down to 38 seconds. Left in the third quarter. Shot no good, but a foul. Going to send Pittsfield back to the line with Reese Ramsey.
That's going on Lakin Larson. That'll be her first.
L-I-K-I-N-N. Lakin Larson. 34.3 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the shot is good. Dropped it straight through. That's point number 20 for Reese Ramsey. Second shot, good as well. Back to a 6-point lead.
Checking in for Pittsfield, number 14, Madison Frieden.
Madison Frieden coming in for Deegan Allen.
The lead was 37-19 at the half, so a big third quarter here for West Hancock. It's not over yet, down to 28 seconds, out high with it. Grodhouse for Larson. Back to the top, force a pass down, off the glass, good. Clymer has been exceptional here in the third quarter. Back to a 4-point game, 10 seconds to go. They leave for Lila Simon. Simon, nothing there, down to 5 seconds. Makes her way back to the basket, partially blocked, and that'll do it for 3 quarters. West Hancock has come almost all the way back. 50-46, Pittsfield's lead down to 4 as we head to the fourth from the QND Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Pittsfield outscored by West Hancock in the third quarter, 27-13, and held to only one bucket from the field, and now a steal to start the fourth by Madison Frieden.
Deegan Allen's three-pointer was the only one that the only set of points that they didn't get that wasn't from the free throw line.
With it is Lila Simon out high, lead down to 4, 50-46. Pittsfield has led throughout this ball game, but West Hancock has made their names known here in the second half. Floater, good. Reese Ramsey from 8 foot.
Reese Ramsey.
Lead back to 6.
She has 23 points.
West Hancock back with it. Clymer out high. Works it all the way down to the low block. Shot was forced up, and the rebound grabbed by Lila Simon for Pittsfield. Pass ahead now for Reese Ramsey. She puts on the brakes and has it knocked away. It'll stay with Pittsfield with just over a minute gone. Checking out of the ball game was Taylor Peebles.
Deegan Allen coming in for Taylor Peebles. Lakin Larson going to take a seat for West Hancock.
Simon comes all the way out high with the inbound pass. Ball fake. Allen off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to the floor. Chased down on the near side by Deegan Allen. All the way across, almost taken away. Simon floater off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by Lauren Stevenson for West Hancock. Down to a minute or a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pittsfield with a 6-point lead. To the near side, Houston. Turns. Houston still with the ball, now gives it off to Jocelyn Little. And a foul on the dribble against Pittsfield. And
Deacon Allen going to pick up her fourth.
Back into the ball game, Dee Dee Church.
Looks like Taylor Peebles is going to come in for Deacon Allen.
Into the Lady Saukees, number 22, Taylor Peebles.
And to inbound is Grace Grodhouse. To the near side for Houston. Jaden hands it off for Dee Dee Church. Church to the near side. Here's a three. Ooh, that would have been big. Missed everything. Picked up by Simon. Long pass. She loaded up. Takes it up the floor. Off the glass is good. Lincoln McCartney's first points of the second half. And it's 54-46. Need to get Lincoln McCartney going again. Here's Dee Dee Church on the far side. Runs into a double team. Drops back with the jumper. No good. The rebound grabbed by Reese Ramsey. Pittsfield on the run. Across the lane. Off the glass. And a good finish by Madison Fruden.
Nice.
Lead back to 10. And a timeout taken. Full timeout. 5:37 to go in regulation. 56-46. Pittsfield back in control on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 Sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
5:37 to play, 56-46. Pittsfield leading West Hancock from the QND Superfan Shootout, and a good little spark there as West Hancock was really controlling the second half, got it down to 4. But,
right underneath the basket. They figured out how to thread that ball down low and get it into the hands of either Jaden Clymer or Grace Grodhouse. And that was something that Pittsfield's had to adjust to.
But Pittsfield ramped it up, had a little spark there, and have it back to 10. 10-point lead, and off the fingertips on the far side of Jaden Houston, out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Lady Saukees, who I think can control the clock a little bit now. I think they almost kind of went into a defensive shell, playing not to lose in the third quarter. I think they found that offensive spark again here as the ball goes to the floor. Good defense by West Hancock. Coming out with it is Houston. Houston walking through the lane, shot no good. And on the rebound, strong was Frieden, and a foul going to be called against the Titans.
I mean, Madison Frieden, once her fingers are on the ball, you better just hope to tie it up. You're not going to pry them out of her fingers.
Absolutely not. Grodhouse picks up her second. Pittsfield up the floor with it. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Step up three, a little long there. And the rebound grabbed by Houston. Pittsfield needs to run a little more clock, I think. They only kill 15 seconds during that possession. No points to speak of, and that shot no good. Offensive rebound, and the shot again no good, but a foul's going to send Grodhouse to the line, where she has hit 3 of 4.
Madison Frieden's going to pick up her third. She did that from her back. Poor girl.
Do what it takes. Shot, good. She's got a dozen. Pittsfield lead down to 9. 56-47. Second shot is good as well. That didn't even make the net move. got 13 points. 56-48, Pittsfield leads. With the ball on the far side, Simon hands it off for Reese Ramsey. She's caught in the corner without a dribble and gets it back now to Simon. Simon comes to the near side for Madison Frieden. Her three rattles down.
Madison Frieden, ladies and gentlemen. What can she do? She's up to 10 points now.
59-48, 11-point lead. The biggest since West Hancock went to work there in that third quarter. Here's Groothouse with it. Clock running down to 3:45. And a foul going to be whistled on the far side by McCartney, and I think they kind of baited her a little bit into that foul. That's her fourth.
Lincoln McCartney, her fourth.
And quickly off the bench for the Lady Saukees is Bailey Hill. Groothouse. Clock running again down to 3:38. Double-digit lead. Passed up the three over to the far side now for Woodworth. Try to feed it inside, and Dee Church went the wrong way.
Madison Frieden picks up the steal there.
In the corner. Now dribble out top to the near side for Hill. Bounce pass into the feet of Simon, and a foul whistled against West Hancock, and that'll go
Jaden Houston.
Her second.
West Hancock foul.
3:17 to go.
Jaden Houston, her second.
Substitution back in the ball game is Lakin Larson. She replaces Jaden Houston. Pittsfield to go to the backcourt with the inbound pass. Clock running again down to 3:15 to go. 59-48, Pittsfield leads. With it is Taylor Peoples, and another foul whistled. This one on Groothouse, her third.
11, Grace Groothouse, her third.
That is the third foul against the Titans. Both teams with three fouls here in the fourth quarter. Pittsfield back to work. Down to 3:01. Here's a three near side. In, out, back in.
Madison Frieden, another one.
Lead up to 62-48.
13 points for the senior.
And the Lady Saukees back in control of this ball game. Clymer
seemed really angry at the ball.
Well, it did go through her fingers. She had to reset. Takes time off the clock. Shot good and a foul. Wow. Groothouse did the Superman there, and we'll have a chance for a three-point play.
That foul going against Madison Frieden. That'll be her fourth.
So she's got four. Deegan Allen has four. Lincoln McCartney has four. 2:31 to go.
Looks like they were going to have just enough fouls.
Fourth foul against Pittsfield here in the fourth quarter. 2:31 on the clock. At the line trying to complete that three-point play is Groothouse, and she misses. Offensive rebound by Clymer. And a travel called against Lakin Larson. Lead stays at 12 for the Lady Saukees. Pittsfield needs help in the backcourt. Full court pressure now from West Hancock. 2:22 to go. Across the line with it is Lila Simon, and she's fouled from behind.
Grace Groothouse, I think, going to pick up a foul.
Her fourth.
Yes, Grace Groothouse picks up her fourth.
Quickly off the bench for Pittsfield is Lincoln McCartney.
She's coming in.
Replacing Bailey Hill. 2:18 on the clock. Fourth quarter. Got more action coming up next. Here from this Superfan shootout as the Clopton Hawks take on West Hancock in boys action. Reese Ramsey to Lila Simon. As West Hancock staying in that zone, and now a foul whistled against the Titans.
I think that might be the fifth. That is the fifth on Grace Groothouse. She has fouled out.
15 points. Fouls out with 2 minutes even to go in the ball game.
Checking in for the Titans, number 1, Jocelyn Little.
And she is their leading scorer right now. Clymer just a point behind. Madison Frieden goes to the line for Pittsfield. 6 minutes played here in the fourth quarter. She misses the first.
Pittsfield 11 for 13 from the free throw line.
And the second shot is good. 13-point advantage. Deegan Allen comes back in, checking out as Madison Frieden. 6 minutes played here, quarter number 4. Here's Clymer. Tipped away from behind, gets it back to Dee Church. No! Missed the close range.
Open.
And now the ball lost by Pittsfield. Just a bad pass there. Clymer gets it ahead. Here's a three. That one is long. And the rebound knocked out of bounds, going back to Pittsfield. With a minute 38 to go. I think if the Lady Saukees can score on this possession, this one might be in the books. And a tie-up. Instead, on the far side, it'll stay with Pittsfield. The minute 34 on the clock. 63-50. Still the Lady Saukees lead. Bounce pass comes in near side for Lincoln McCartney. Loads up. Pass across and blocked out of bounds. Was the shot by Taylor Peebles. It'll stay with the Lady Saukees with a minute 28 to play. Oh, they did call a foul on that.
Yeah.
That is the fifth on Lucy Woodworth. She'll finish her night with 4 points.
At the line for 22, Taylor Peebles.
And Peebles goes to the line looking for her first points tonight, and that one misses.
Funny that Pittsfield racked up so many fouls over the course of this game, and it's West Hancock that has kids fouling out left and right.
Yeah. Playing from behind is a different animal. And off the head, oh, they're going to say it was last touched by Pittsfield, but that was definitely off the top of the head of Lakin Larson and out of bounds.
Number 20, Lauren Stevenson. Number 23, Natty Wayman.
And I think the Titans are starting to empty the bench. Here with a minute 22 to go, trailing Pittsfield by 13, and a steal by Pittsfield. Ahead, Ramsey off the glass and good.
Reese Ramsey.
25 points for Reese.
4 in the quarter, down to a minute 7 to go. Pittsfield hasn't pulled that defensive pressure off. Oh, good pass, good finish by Stevenson. She's got 8. 65-52. And we're down to 50 seconds to go to the near side for Simon, and a timeout taken just to empty the bench. No, they're going to actually take the timeout. With 47.3 seconds to go, it's Pittsfield 65, West Hancock 52 on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Down to 30 seconds to go. Here from the pit at QND, Pittsfield going to pick up their 23rd win of the season. West Hancock will enter double digits in losses, dropping to 18 and 10. Down to 13 on the clock. 13-point lead. Pittsfield just going to dribble this one out as McCartney gave up that dribble down to 4 seconds. And Bailey Hill will just hang on to it. That'll do it. Final horn sounds. And the Lady Saukees win by 13 here at the Superfan Shootout. We'll take a break, come back with the postgame after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
The Eagle 102 Sports Postgame Show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Postgame Show on KJFM Radio.
Final in the first game of two here from the Superfan Shootout. The Pittsfield Lady Saukees defeat the West Hancock Lady Titans 65-52, and congratulations go out to the MVP of this ball game, Reese Ramsey, as she was the game's leading scorer and played a good ball game. Had a big second quarter, had 14 of her 18 in the first half there in that second quarter, hit 3 threes, and really built that lead for Pittsfield in quarter number 2.
I agree.
Okay. How about some final scoring numbers?
So it was for Pittsfield, Reese, obviously the player of the game, 25 points. She ends her night. Madison Frieden, 14 points for her. She did a great job in the second half. Lincoln McCartney, 13 points. It was 6 for Lila Simon, 5 for Deegan Allen, 2 for Bailey Hill to round things out for Pittsfield. For West Hancock, 15 points. Grace Grotehouse, she fouled out with 2 minutes left in the game. 14 points for Jordan Clymer. It was 8 for Lauren Stevenson, and then 4 points for Lucy Woodworth, who fouled out with 1:23 remaining. Dee Dee Church finishing out with just 4 points.
Yeah, I think that was a big key for Pittsfield, 100%. Holding her off the scoreboard. And I mean, you give a big third quarter to Clymer, but pretty much held her in check most of the night.
Yep.
And Grotehouse had a pretty big third quarter as well. But I mean, other than that, you win 3 of the 4 quarters and you win the ball game.
That's right. 3 points for Jaden Houston, 2 for Lakin Larson, and 2 for Jocelyn Little to round things out for West Hancock.
Final again, Pittsfield 65, West Hancock 52, and we will change things around and come back with the pregame for our second game of the night, Clopton against West Hancock from the QND Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
The Eagle 102 Sports pregame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with the New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off BFW Road in Bowling Green.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 Sports pregame show on KJFM Radio.
Back at the pit at Quincy Notre Dame High School, the Superfan Shootout for 2025. Mark Froelich, April Froelich, high above here in the broadcast booth, and the Clopton Hawks getting set to take on the West Hancock Titans. Clopton 17-2, West Hancock 22-4, but Coach Tony Francis going to be shorthanded here this afternoon as Josh Harvey, Jordan Genowine didn't make the trip, both sick. Tucker Salmons has a fractured arm he suffered in practice earlier this week, so the Hawks coming in. A very short bench for them, and we'll see how they can match up with West Hancock in this on this big stage, this Superfan Shootout here for 2025. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your keys to the game after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
The Eagle 102 Sports keys to the game are right around the corner. Brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college, right here at home. From routine checkups to immunizations, we're equipped to handle all of your child's health needs. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for a shorthanded Clopton squad against West Hancock. And I think with a short bench, some of your key shooters out due to injury, I think you've got to try and slow the pace down against West Hancock. I mean, you're going to have to work defensively for sure, but offensively you've got to control that clock and make West Hancock work for things in this ball game. So it's a pace game. You got to save the players you have on the floor, and you've got to keep your guys in the ball game. So you can't be picking up ticky-tack fouls. You got to control the clock. You got to stay fresh and loose in this ball game if you're Clopton, because you're missing three guys that usually play significant minutes for the Hawks here in this ball game and Coach Tony Francis. Those are our keys to the game. We'll give the starting lineups coming up here from the QND Superfan Shootout at the Pit on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups are coming up. Brought to you by Community State Banks of Missouri.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
The Eagle 102 Sports starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Banks of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starters for West Hancock, they're coached by Jeff Dahl and sport a 22-4 record. They'll start a 6'3 senior, number 5, Lewis Siegfried. Number 11, a 6'3 sophomore, Hunter Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Senior number 14, 6'2", Gavin Grodhouse gets a start. A senior at 6'2", number 15, Nolan Gooding, and a junior at 6'9", number 22, Cooper Knowles, rounds out the starting 5 for West Hancock. For the Clopton Hawks, they're going to be undersized and outmanned here today. They're going to have to control that pace. The senior guard gets a start, number 1, Adam Lindsay. Number 15, a freshman forward, Luke Lindsay, gets a start. A freshman guard, number 21, Trey Spoonster. Number 34, a junior forward, Larson Hall. And number 44, a senior forward, Kane Evans, rounds out the starting 5. So again, for West Hancock, it's Siegfried, Froman, Grodhouse, Gooding, and Knowles. And for Clopton, it's Lindsay, Spoonster, Larson, and Evans. Those are your starting 5. This is the second of 7 games today from this Superfan Shootout. Pittsfield defeated West Hancock in girls action. Clopton and West Hancock going at it now in boys action. We'll have Monroe City next taking on Liberty. The Palmyra teams, the boys take on Jacksonville Round at 3:30. Then the girls take on Central Southeastern at 5 o'clock. Quincy Notre Dame rounds out the night playing back-to-backs. The girls will play Alton at 6:30, and the boys will play Mexico at 8 o'clock. So a good day of basketball. Come on out if you're a hoops junkie or a super fan, if you will, to this Superfan Shootout. And this will be our last broadcast of the day, but still a lot of good basketball to be had here at QND, Quincy Notre Dame High School. The Pit, always a great place to watch a ball game. We've got Clopton and West Hancock coming up. Those were our starting lineups and the schedule for tonight. Back with the opening tip in just minutes on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank & Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank & Trust app today. People's Bank & Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank & Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
It's the Pit. It's QND. It's a great place to watch basketball. Right now, it's going to be, or we've got coming up, Clopton Hawks taking on West Hancock Titans. We just got done, that's boys action. We just wrapped up watching the West Hancock Lady Titans fall to our Pittsfield Lady Saukees. That score 64-52. And we got to see Reese Ramsey, the freshman. She gathered up the Player of the Game award into the night with 25 points. But what a great game for senior Madison Frieden. She came in that second half and just really stepped up big as West Hancock had kind of turned it on there in that third quarter. And Madison said, well, I'll put a stop to that. And that she did in good fashion. We'll step aside and come right back. It will be time for Clopton taking on West Hancock next on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
Central State Bank believes in more than just banking. Central State Bank's team takes the time to understand your unique needs and goals, and they're proud to be part of the community, actively supporting local businesses and events. Enjoy state-of-the-art banking technology for easy and secure online and mobile banking. Join thousands of satisfied customers who've made the switch to Central State Bank and experience the personal touch and professional service that set them apart. Visit one of the convenient locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Central State Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
For Clopton, it's going to be Adam Lindsay getting the start today, along with Luke Lindsay, Trey Spoonster, Larson Hall, and Kane Evans. That'll round out the starting five for Clopton. As we mentioned, Jordan Genowine, Josh Harvey, both out with some sickness. Tucker Salmons broke his arm, so Clopton weathering some injuries for West Hancock. As mentioned, it was Lewis Siegfried starting, Hunter Froman, Gavin Grotehouse, Nolan Gooding, Cooper Knowles. That's going to be the starting five for West Hancock.
I got stuck behind some of the slowest folks in the
See,
in the gym.
I hadn't even mentioned that I was stalling for time. I
It'll be,
was just talking
Evans jumping
as
center
naturally as possible.
Against the 6'9" Knowles. As we get this game set to start. Ball comes in from the far side. Same officials as the last game. Good mix of young and old, and Evans didn't even go up against Knowles. 6'9", you can have it, my friend. West Hancock with the ball to start the ball game. Here's Siegfried. Floater, and good. And a timeout taken already by Clopton. 14 seconds in the ball game. 2-0 West Hancock leads from the Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Clopton with the ball after the timeout. It's Spoonster with it on the near side. Good crossover. Hands it off for Larson Hall. Hall, top of the key. A three is short. Off that's missed by Adam Lindsay. Ball comes to the near side. Spoonster gets it. It was off of Evans' hands and up and around to the far side for Adam Lindsay. Lindsay hands it off for Trey Spoonster. Evans for three. That one's no good. Goes to the far side. Tracked down there by Lindsay. The Hawks working hard offensively, trying to find some room. And that shot blocked as Lindsay had to double pump before he went up. Allow the defense to come back and back the other way. An easy 2 points for Nolan Gooding. 4-0 West Hancock. Minute and 12 into the ball game. Out high with it. is Luke Lindsay. Hands it off for Evans. Kane gives it to the near side for Trey Spoonster. Back to Kane. Trying to force a pass through to Larson Hall. It's off a foot and out of bounds. Well, you know, nothing like one broadcast crew blocking another one with a head.
Well, I think when you pack
Evans.
up Pike County.
Yeah. Lindsay. Blocked. Another block.
Ooh.
Larson Hall trying to go up against the 6'9 Knowles and knocked out of bounds on the far side off of Adam Lindsay. And the Hawks having a lot of trouble trying to get to the basket. Short-handed, and you got a 6'9 guy standing in the middle. Stripped off of Spoonster out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Titans. And that's what they look like out there right now. Still just a 4-0 ball game. 2 minutes gone in the first. Lob pass goes to nobody. Knowles will have to come out. That was 2 steps. Got him 18 foot. To the near side. Here's a 3. Siegfried off the back iron and out. And the rebound grabbed by Evans. Good job boxing out by the Hawks. Here's Spoonster off the glass too hard. Rebound grabbed by Larson Hall. To the near side, here's a 3. Adam Lindsay gets Clopton on the board and makes it a 1-point game. With it on the near side for West Hancock, a 3 from the corner for Hunter Froman.
It's going to be hard not to call him Abe Froman all day.
Oh, I've already been there.
The
Out of
Sausage
bounds.
King of Chicago.
Yeah, that's how I introduced him during the first round of starting lineups. Here's Lindsay. To inbound after West Hancock knocked it out. The Titans 22-4, Clopton 17-2. Work it down off the glass. No, but a foul will send Luke Lindsay to the line. And they call that on Grodhouse. That's Gavin's first. Closing in on 3 minutes gone here in the quarter. 4 points, West Hancock lead. That's their original lead. And the shot in and out, no good for Luke. Second shot, no good. Missed them both, and Gooding with the rebound. Hands it off for Grodhouse. Drew Siegfried down low, and a foul whistled against the Hawks, and I think Evans took a shot low. Off the bench, Adam Matheny. Gets up a little ginger.
For 44, Kane Evans, his first.
He'll pick up the foul as well. Never seen a foul committed with that particular part of the body, but there's 3 minutes gone in the first. Knowles to the line. Cooper looking for his first points, and he's short on the first shot. You don't get to say that often, that the 6'9 guy was short. Second shot for Cooper Knowles. Missed that one as well, and the rebound grabbed by James Matheny. Knowles, no relation to Beyonce. Although he may get album of the year, country album of the year next year, as that one's long. Put back, Evans good, and a foul. He's got as good a shot as anybody.
And George Strait has hip hop album of the year.
Yeah. 4:42 to play in the first. It's a 2-point ball game.
Checking in for West Hancock, number 2, Jordan Crowder.
And he completes the 3-point play. That would be something if Cooper's mom was named Destiny, though. Then he'd be Destiny's child.
So you building that one.
Yeah. Whew. Had to work for it. Back the other way, and a hand check called on Adam Matheny as first. 4:37 to play. It's a 1-point ball game. Clopton got to be happy with that after the first 2 minutes. The Titans seemed dominant, but were only able to score 4 points. With it in the backcourt is Hunter Froman. Froman, lob pass for Knowles, gets it right back. Hands it off now for Jordan Crowley. Mr. Crowley to the near corner. Cut off from the baseline, kick out. Try the baseline the other way, can't hit. Offensive rebound, goes to the floor. You don't see the ball stick to the floor like that very often.
That was very weird.
Kicked out the far side, it's gonna stay with the Titans. Spoonster out, Kane Evans back in. Siegfried inbounds, and a little elbow foul there by Larson Hall, his first. 4:15 to play in the quarter. Inbound to the free throw line for Gooding. Over to the far side, now into the corner, a three. Long, off the hand of Crowley. And here come the Hawks, trailing by 1. Evans, far side for Lindsay. Lindsay to Hall. Now for Matheny. James up and around to the far side for Kane Evans. Kane, ball fake. Kick to the corner. Here's the three. Good!
Wow.
Adam Matheny with a tray. And Clopton with their first lead at 9-7. Under 4 to play first quarter. To the hoop, and an easy basket there, and a foul. Froman, a chance for the three-point play. We're tied at 9.
Call James Matheny on that one?
His first. And if he hits the free throw, West Hancock will pull back ahead. And he does. 10-9. Bobby 3 back in the ball game. Trey Spoonster makes that move. To Lindsay, now to Hall. Hawks. Evans. No, but a foul going to be called on the big man, Cooper Knowles, his first. Kane back to the line for the second time. He had an and one earlier. And you got to keep going after the big man, get him reaching.
Right.
3:19 to play, 10-9. West Hancock lead the Hawks. First shot for Kane is good, and we're tied.
Checking in for West Hancock, number 15, Nolan Brady.
The cheerleaders for West Hancock, very stompy as he hits both free throws and puts Clopton up by 1. Coach Dahl wants a timeout with 3:19 to play in the first quarter. 11-10 Clopton leading the big men of West Hancock here from the Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in downtown Louisiana is under new ownership. It's been updated and offers its own unique charm. Our historic venue is perfect for weddings, celebrations, and gatherings. Make your special moments unforgettable. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
After the timeout, West Hancock with the ball, trailing Clopton by 1. With it is Siegfried, hands it off Over to the far side now for Siegfried. Trying to inlet pass, and we're going to have a foul. The second on James Matheny. Now I got stuck behind like a 4-year-old in a Lars Newtbar jersey on the concourse, and I go, Newt, and he looked at me like I was trying to kidnap him or something. I said, never mind. Shot, good.
Sometimes parents dress their kids.
Oh, so you're saying he didn't know who Newtbar was?
I'm saying sometimes I think he might be surprised to find out he wasn't wearing his Transformer jammies.
Yeah, he hit them both, and Wes Hancock back ahead by a point. So Gooding has 4 points, 2 from the line, 2 from the field. Across the line with it is Trey Spoonster. Hands it off for Larson Hall. Now for Adam Lindsay. Lindsay gives it to Kane Evans. Kane. That familiar number 44 jersey for the Hawks. Drew Larson Hall to Trey Spoonster, back to Hall. Up and around to the far side for Lindsay. Lindsay forces a pass down low, gets it to Luke Lindsay. Back to Adam. Adam Lindsay beats his man to the baseline, but is blocked out of bounds by Gooding. Good job by Gooding not to pick up the personal there.
I mean,
stays with the Hawks with 2:27 to play in the period. Adam Lindsay set to inbound on the baseline for Clopton. Over to the far side for Spoonster. Oh, good pass down low. And a double dribble called. Ooh. I think I would have gone with the hook of the arm there. But a turnover is whistled and gives it back to the Titans, who hold a 1-point lead. 2:15 to play in the first. Hawks have done a really good job keeping the big men down. In front of the free throw line. Shot wasn't there for Gooding. Gets it back now for Siegfried. To the near side for Crowley. Out high, corner, Crowley. Dribbles center of the lane, kicks it far side. The three is off the mark. And a rebound tipped by Spoonster. And now he gets it back, and a foul going to be called on the trip. Or the sweep, whatever motion.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Yeah, goes against Hunter Froman.
I like Froman's teenies. He's got some neat sneakers.
And he checks out of the ball game. Spoonster hands it to Evans in the backcourt. And weaves it back to Trey, who hands it to Larson. So they set the offense. Here's Adam Lindsay out high over to the far side now for Trey Spoonster. Spoonster spins it to Evans. Evans spins off his block, off the glass and in. Kane Evans. 13-12 Clopton. Minute 22 to play here in the first. Out high with it is Crowley. Now for Siegfried. Siegfried just keeps pounding his way, and finally a foul called. They're going to say it was during the shot, but he hadn't even spun toward the basket yet.
Well, that's going on Luke Lindsay.
Luke Lindsay,
His first. And Lewis Siegfried, the 6'3 senior, heads to the line for the first time. Minute 10 to play. Misses the first. Still a 1-point Clopton lead. Coming back in, Adam Matheny. As he replaces Adam Lindsay. That's a wholesale Adam for Adam swap. And back in the ball game comes Cooper Knowles. And the shot ties the ball game at 13. So he hits 1 of 2. He has got 3 points so far here in the first quarter. Larson to Evans at the top of the key. Evans scoops it down low. Larson is blocked. Ball to the floor, picked up by the Titans, and here they come. Up the floor with it is Grodehouse. His little floater's no good. Rebound picked up by Luke Lindsay. To Spoonster. Now Evans. All the way. Gave up his dribble at the last second, though, have to reset the offense. No. Through the hands of Spoonster, going back the other way. Readjusting in the air. Putting it in is Braden Hurt. 15-13. with 22 seconds to go in the quarter. 2-point lead for West Hancock. Out high with it is Adam Matheny. Center of the lane, Evans trying to tie the ball game, hands it back. That shot off the rim, no good for Luke Lindsay. Evans needs to be a little more selfish, I think. Spoonster with the block and a foul. Going to be called on Lindsay. Two seconds even. That is the second foul on Luke Lindsay after he had made it around Trey Spoonster. So Crowley looking for his first points of the quarter, and he misses the first. Still a 2-point lead for the Titans. Adam Lindsay back in for Luke Lindsay. Froman back in the ball game for the Titans. Second shot to make it a 3-point lead. That one's good. 16-13. And the shot at the buzzer misses everything. Clopton, after one, trails 16-13 to West Hancock here from the QND Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
16-13, West Hancock leads Clopton after the opening 8 minutes. Mark Fronick, April Fronick back here in the broadcast booth, high above the floor here at the pit. The floor and the broadcast booth, second floor. We're above street level. Down low, and Evans somehow got that pass. Kicks it back out to Spoonster. Trey. Through Matheny to Larson. Over to the far side. Here's the long three for Adam Lindsay. No good. And out of bounds. Back to the Titans. 29 seconds into the second quarter. I like the first quarter from Clopton. They were not fazed by being shorthanded or the size of West Hancock. In fact, had a lead briefly a couple times. Floating through the lane off the glass. Little finger roll from Froman. He's got 8 points. And the lead grows to 5. That's the biggest of the night for the Titans. Here's Evans. Leaves it for Larson. Here's the three, blocked.
Oh!
And Froman took a shot to the midsection from Larson Hall, his second foul. Folded the big man in half.
Did.
Foul number 34, Larson Hall. His second.
Hall checks out into the ball game. Noah Dalton.
Number 10, Noah Dalton.
I'll have to admit, I've been confused by Noah Dalton's name all season because you got two Noahs on the girls team.
Yes.
And
Last
that one
name.
rattles down. Last name, yes. Roadhouse. As lead grows to 7. And Dalton can also be a first or a last name.
Yep.
Ooh, blocked out of bounds, Noah Dalton. On the three by Cooper Knowles.
That might be the loudest block I've ever heard.
Yeah, that one could have taken somebody's head off. 6:34 to play in the half. So far, all Titans here in the second quarter on both ends. Spoonster. Stolen. Here come the Titans again. A shot, no good, but another foul. I think this one's going to be on Noah Dalton. He was in the area. No, call to travel instead. Ooh. Changed the call to a travel, and a timeout taken by Clopton. They'll have the ball back when we come back. 6:21 to go in the half. 20-13. West Hancock leads the Hawks on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Clopton needs some points. They've been outscored 4-0 here in the second quarter and now trail by 7. There were 14 free throws in the first quarter alone. 9 for West Hancock and 5 for the Hawks. Here's Spoonster after the turnover and timeout to Adam Lindsay. Spoonster almost traveled. West Hancock didn't get the call. Evans sees the big man in front of him. Work it down baseline, and a travel called as Noah Dalton saw 6'9" slide in front of him.
Slide? It was flying in front of him.
I was trying to make him sound a little more smooth.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's hard to do. 6'9" doesn't slide very easily. And a 3 from the far side for Siegfried. Makes it a 10-point advantage for West Hancock. Free throw line. Evans spins. Somehow was not fouled. Shot was no good. Back the other way, and that one slides through for Broadhouse. And Clopton takes a timeout, now trailing by 12. 5:27 to go in the half. West Hancock leading here at the Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Neighbor Funeral Homes.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
After the timeout, Clopton with the ball trailing by 12. Looking for their first points of the second quarter. Here's Evans against the big man Knowles, double block. There's no room right now for Clopton. Back the other way. Put back is good. What a follow that time by Siegfried.
May as well call him Roy.
Well, that's who put it off the glass the first time, you know. Got to work that magic together. Got to have some
Titan with Titan.
White tiger here somewhere, you know. Hopefully it doesn't maul anybody. Larson Hall back into the ball game, and Luke Lindsay. 27-13 is the West Hancock lead. Free throw line, turnaround shot, good. Evans found him some room finally, and Clopton their first points of the quarter. They trail by 12. 27-15, down to 4:41 to go in the second. Here from the Superfan Shootout, and a foul going to be whistled against the Hawks. And that's going to go on Larson Hall, his third. So he'll have to come out of the ball game. In for him is James Matheny. A couple of substitutions. Braden Hurt back in the ball game for West Hancock. They go to the backcourt with it to Hurt. Puts his hand on his head to call out the play. Hands it off to Jordan Crowley. Crowley got away with the travel to the near side. 3, good. Hurt makes it 30-15 as West Hancock has Clopton doubled up here in the second quarter. No look to the far side. Oh, what a pass. Adam Lindsay to Kane Evans.
Evans now with 11 points.
11 of the 17 for Clopton. To the near side, here's another 3. That one in and out, and Evans the rebound. Under 4 minutes to go in the second. Clopton trails 30-17. Evans again from the free throw line and good. He's just going to have to go off. 30-19. Up and around. They work it down low, and a foul as they try to drop that pass down to Cooper Knowles. His arm got pulled down. And that one's going to go on Kane. His second.
Fouls up for 44, Kane Evans, his second.
Adam Matheny checks out. Adam Lindsay back in. And away from the ball, a foul. I think they were trying to hold back Knowles. And it goes against Luke Lindsay, his third. So he's got 3. Larson Hall has 3. And back into the ball game will come James Matheny. That is a heck of a break for Tucker Salmons. They have that cast going up above the elbow, and that shot off the glass is good for Siegfried from the baseline. 32-19, West Hancock. Here's Evans going up against the big man. Got it to stick to the rim and go down. He's got 8 in the quarter, 15 in the game. 32-21. With it is Crowley. Kick out, far side, 3. Long, and the rebound pulled down by Matheny. Ahead to Kane. Now for Spoonster. Kane down low, off the glass, no good. Tip out rebound, and on the run are the Titans. And stripped away, and a foul going to be whistled. Good work by Trey Spoonster. Going 1-on-2, then 1-on-3, and drew the foul in the process. Clopton will take it in the corner. Are they just going to say, okay. Did they actually call a foul? There you go. Crowley picked it up. Coach Tony Francis working that official.
Yeah, he is.
Here's Spoonster. Near side to the free throw line. Shot, no good, but a foul is going to send James Matheny to the line. Foul goes on Braden Hurt, his first. And James looking for his first points of the night. Tony Francis calls back the rest of the guys on the floor. Free timeout for them. Matheny hits the first free throw, and it's a 10-point game. 2:31 to play, second quarter. Superfan shootout here at QND, and he made them both.
Checking in for Clopton, number 44, Kane Evans.
Evans back in, replacing Noah Dalton. And a timeout taken by the Titans. A full timeout with 2:31 to go. 32-23. Actually, it's a 30-second timeout here from the Superfan shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Open every day, 9 to 7. Ackles Farm Market, just off Highway 54 between Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Off the timeout. Siegfried kicks it out of bounds, but a foul going to be whistled, I think, on Matheny. If it is, it's his third. Nope. They gave it to Adam Lindsay, his first.
Pocket foul for one, Adam Lindsay, his first.
But that'll send Siegfried to the line. And the first shot is good. Makes it a 10-point lead again for West Hancock. Second shot is good as well. Clopton hanging in there. Here's Spoonster across the line. Over to the far side for Adam Lindsay. Back to Trey Spoonster. It's in the near corner for James Matheny. Matheny gets it to Evans on the baseline. As Trey kicks it far side instead. Floater from the baseline is good. James Matheny, good looking shot there. 34-25, Clopton trails. Ball fake for Froman. Gets it now for Grodhouse. Back up top for Siegfried. Siegfried, free throw line. Now spins through the lane. Finger roll is no good, but a foul going to be whistled on it. Adam Matheny. His second.
Pocket foul for 0, Adam Matheny.
Minute 39 to go in the first half.
At the line for 5, Lewis Siegfried.
Siegfried back to the line. He is 3 for 4, make it 4 for 5. And a 10-point lead for the Titans. Gooding back in the ball game, as well as Jordan Crowley. Second shot, good as well. Lead back to 11 for West Hancock. Evans across the line. Far side, Lindsay gets it to Spoonster. Spoonster backs up. Through Matheny to Evans. Evans to the basket. Yes, and a foul. Kane.
That's 10 points for him in this quarter.
Foul number 2, Jordan Crowley.
Foul on Crowley is second. Minute 21 to go in the second quarter. 36-27. Evans trying to cut that deficit to 8. And he does. 36-28. Cross the line with it is Siegfried for the Titans. Siegfried to the hoop. Yes, and a foul. Siegfried listed at 6'3". He plays bigger than that, I think. Lindsay picks up his second foul. That's Adam Lindsay. A lot of chatter down on the floor.
Some jawing.
And the shot is good to complete the three-point play. 39-28. Spoonster kicks it off the foot of Matheny, but they're going to say it was last touched by the Titans. They're going to talk about this. I think it's going to go the other way. Looked like it went clean off Matheny's foot, out of bounds. Long conversation. They do change the call. That's the right call.
Yeah.
It seems like both coaches are unhappy with the officials.
I think they've done a fine job.
It's been pretty fair. Tight.
Yes.
I think they let the big man get a couple extra bumps there on Matheny, but then it's lost out of bounds on the far side back to Clopton. Trailing by 11 with 45 seconds to go. Spoonster has to go through contact to get across the line. Drops it off for Kane Evans. Kane for James Matheny over to the far side. Through Lindsay now for Evans. Evans spins off a man to the hoop and in.
Number 44, Kane Evans.
Kane having himself a first half. To the basket, no. Evans the rebound, and then his legs are taken out from him, no call. Still got the pass ahead, and it's saved from going out of bounds. West Hancock picks up. Down to 8 seconds. Siegfried to the hoop and in. Freebie there for Siegfried. And the buzzer beater is well short. And Clopton will go to the locker room trailing by 11. 41-30, West Hancock leads. I still like the first half from the Clopton Hawks.
Yeah.
Playing very short-handed here this afternoon. 41-30 our score. Back with the halftime report after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Sports halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books here from the Superfan Shootout inside the pit at QND High School. Mark Fronick, April Fronick back here in the broadcast booth. High above, and Clopton, they were met with some adversity coming into this ball game. They lose Tucker Salmons, a big contributor, season-ending injury in practice this week. That was between, they had senior night the other night. That was Tuesday. So since we saw them last, this has happened in practice. And so they're coming into this ball game knowing they're going to be different. Oh, by the way, we've got a couple more guys out sick that are also big contributors. And still to have this basically single-digit deficit against a team featuring
6'9",
6'9", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", they are way undersized in this ball game. But to hold them down as much as they did, I know Lewis Siegfried got away in the second quarter to lead them to a 25-17 quarter over Clopton. But even after, Clopton was held scoreless in that quarter for almost 4 minutes.
Right.
And then Kane Evans really lit up. He had, 13 of his 20 points there in the final 4 minutes of the half.
He did.
So he has been huge. I think he needs to continue to be.
And as some of it, the assists that he could have had. I mean, the way he really was finding dynamic ways to get the ball into the hands of teammates. Just wasn't able to get, they just weren't able to finish.
Yeah, he's going to have to kind of put the team on his shoulders.
Yeah.
If they want a comeback in the second half, and he did that final 4 minutes, saying, "Okay, I'm gonna take it to the basket, and I'm gonna put some points on the board." I don't think anyone's gonna complain about. Oh well, he didn't feed me. Yeah. Big dog gets to eat today because this is a big boy game. And Kane Evans is definitely a big boy for these Clopton Hawks. 41-30, they trail West Hancock after 2 quarters. It was Pittsfield in the first game here this afternoon over the West Hancock Lady Titans. So congratulations to them. Big night.
Yes.
For
Reese Ramsey, she had 25 points. Madison Frieden, I keep coming back to the senior in that second half. When West Hancock kind of came alive in that third quarter and held Pittsfield to just 1 field goal. The rest of their points had to be got at the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
It was Madison Frieden who just decided to, she cleaned up the glass, she got it done at the free throw line, and then she just started, for the heck of it, I'll just start dropping in threes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 14 points for her tonight. Lincoln McCartney, she always comes through. I think she ended the night with
got in a little
13
foul
points.
trouble earlier
Yeah.
and was kind of held down on the scorebook, but showed flashes in that ball game.
And I think you pointed it out really well, through the first half. Their defense, the only thing you could really say was that, they were getting in some foul trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But it was when you thought that they were just trying to contain, just play to, play the
to
clock.
maintain, yeah.
Pittsfield needs to go on an attack.
Yeah.
They're just an attacking team. They're a fun team to watch. They have fun scoring. So just keep them wide open.
Absolutely. And, again, congratulations to Reese Ramsey on getting that big MVP trophy.
Huge trophy. It was as big as she was.
Absolutely, with 25 points in that ball game. So that was a win for Pittsfield over West Hancock. It'll take a comeback for Clopton to do the same as they trail West Hancock 41-30 after 2 quarters here on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, Ackles Farm Market, and Kaylee Ann Accounting.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
To measure the true value of a compact tractor, break out all the jobs it can do. You'll have a long list with a New Holland Workmaster Series 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor from Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green. Put your money on an economical Workmaster compact and enjoy the power of a 3-cylinder engine, the simplicity of a hydrostatic or gear transmission, and a roomy deck. If you value performance and economy, see Bowling Green Tractor on Business 61 in Bowling Green today about a Workmaster 25, 35, or 40 compact tractor.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Pike County Mutual Insurance Agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
First half scoring for the Titans. They spread it around a little bit. Point for Jordan Crowley. 4 points each for Nolan Gooding and Gavin Grodhouse. 5 points for Braden Hertz. 8 points for Hunter Froman, Sausage King of Chicago. And 19 points for Lewis Siegfried as he led all scorers for West Hancock. For the Hawks, they got 3 points from Adam Matheny, 3 points for Adam Lindsay, 4 points for James Matheny, and the other 20 go to Kane Evans. as Clopton was outscored 16-13 in the first quarter, 25-17 in the second quarter, and heading to the second half, trail by 11 points as the teams are back on the floor, and we're ready to go with quarter number 3 from the Pitt and the QND Superfan Shootout. It'll be the Titans with the ball to start the second half. 8 minutes on the clock. They're waiting on something. Now that everyone's ready. And we're underway as Grodehouse kicks it out. Far side 3 from the far wing is no good. And a foul on the rebound will keep it with the Titans. And they're going to nab, I think, Luke Lindsay for his 4th. Nope, they gave it to Larson Hall, his 4th. Ooh. In the opening 8 seconds of the third quarter, already a Hawk with 4 fouls. On the inbound, easy 2 points for Grodehouse. And that extends the lead to 13. As the Hawks' first possession of the second half, and a foul going to be whistled against Grodehouse, his second. Or they get Siegfried on. They did. They get Siegfried his first. All the way out top to Evans. Kane hands it off for James Matheny. Matheny on a weave to Adam Lindsay. Over to the far side for Trey Spoonster. Spoonster. Good crossover, gets it to the baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Putback is good for Luke Lindsay, his first points of the night.
That looked good. Oh, wow.
Back the other way, offensive rebound, and the shot short. The big man was falling the wrong way. And the pass knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Hawks.
Smart for Luke Lindsay to get his hands out of the way.
Yeah, he put him down while he was flying through the air and ended up 4 rows deep. The Hawks maintain possession 57 seconds into this third quarter. They go out high to Lindsay. Kicks it near side. Lindsay to Lindsay. Here's Luke, and he's blocked. Back ahead, Siegfried. Feeds the big man, and there's a dunk, a two-hander for Cooper Knowles. That's his first points of the night, and they come on a dunk. Didn't have to do much jumping. Now he gets a block on the other side. Another block.
Jeez. And
a steal. Euro step to the basket. Froman into double figures. 47-32, up to a 15-point advantage. Lindsay kicks it near side. Spoonster for 3. That one just off the mark. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Kane Evans. Timeout to tie a shoe. Spoonster. And he gets it done. Whew. I think he put that in quadruple knots. With it out high is Grodehouse. Over to the far side now for Siegfried. Lewis comes to the near side for Froman. Froman on a weave to Grodehouse. Grodehouse, Spoonster all over him. And finally, on the third move, Spoonster called for a foul. Is that Trey's first?
I believe so.
It is. Kind of amazing. First shot short for Grodehouse. Second shot is no good, and the rebound pulled down by Adam Lindsay. Long rebound. Evans with a pass to Spoonster. Across the line, they set the offense. Hawks come to the near side. Matheny gives it to Lindsay, now to Evans. Evans through the double team.
Ooh, wow.
Can't hit, but is fouled. And we'll head back to the line to trying to add to his 20-point night.
I mean, he's just being really inventive.
Yeah, he's being a real Evans.
That's true.
Who'd the foul go on? As the shot rattles down. There were 3 of them there. Second shot from Kane is up and good. 47-34. Clopton trails. 5:35. Adam Matheny comes back in the ball game. And Luke Lindsay comes out eventually. Far side with it is Froman, and we're going to have another foul on Spoonster, his second. So Trey has picked up 2 quick ones here in the third quarter. Clopton trailing 47-34.
That was up for 21, Trey Spoonster, his second.
Inbound goes to the far side. Good move. Little floater, rims out. Got his own rebound. Put back good, and a foul, Grotehouse. 49-34, chance to make it 50 from the line.
Fouls up for 44, Kane Evans, his third.
That's the third on Kane, and that is concerning. We still have over a quarter and a half to play. 5:22 on the clock. Period number 3. Shot, no good. Kane the rebound. And here come the Hawks. Lindsay waits to come across the line, now gives to Spoonster. Trey hands it off now for Adam Matheny. Good cut. Evans can't get that one to go. Rebound stolen away. Taking a beating, keep on ticking here. There's Lindsay on the far side with it. Adam hands it off for Matheny. Bounce pass for James Matheny. And another foul called on the dribble against West Hancock, and that'll be on Gooding, his first. 4:43 to play in the third quarter. Adam Matheny inbounds to the far side for Adam Lindsay. Now back up top. Trey Spoonster over to the far side for Matheny. He's blocked on the 3, and the big man got away with holding him back. Knowles should have got a foul there. Goes the other way. Knowles can't finish. Another shot is good. Cooper Knowles. 51-34. Three. High arcing is no good. Rebound. Knowles on the far side with it. Waits for some friends. Kick out. Ooh, and a charge going to be called on Nolan Gooding as he just ran over the Clopton player. 3:57 to play in the third quarter. Matheny checks out, Adam, and a timeout taken by West Hancock. 3:57 to go in the third quarter, 51-34. Clopton trails from the Superfan Shootout at Quincy, Notre Dame on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Barnes Roots and Herbs, Bolin Chevrolet, and Gambino's Eatery.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins.
3:57 to play in the third quarter, 51-34. Clopton trailing West Hancock. was Pittsfield over West Hancock in girls action to start the day. Still 5 more games if you're in the area or want to see some great hoops. Monroe City's playing next, then both the Palmyra teams before QND finishes off the night against Alton in girls action and Mexico in boys action. Just Clopton is getting thrown around literally, and that ball thrown away. It'll go back to the Hawks. With it back on the offensive end is Luke Lindsay. Lindsay takes it, scoops it across, still a block by Knowles, and hook of the arm. The Clopton player goes down, able to save it from going out of bounds, and a foul going to be whistled on Siegfried. It seems like they're letting the hand grenades go and calling the hand checks, you know?
Right. I think that's exactly right.
I mean, the
Very
big
well
explosions, the bodies flying, that's all good. But watch those fingertips, fella. 3:17 to play in the third, 51-34. West Hancock leads. Lindsay to the line to shoot a pair. And the free throw is good. His first point of the second half, 4 in the game. 51-35. Quickly back off the bench is Matheny, Adam Matheny, as he rattles them both down. As Luke Lindsay checks out. Siegfried inbounds for Grodhaus. Grodhaus gets it back. All the way to the baseline, kick out. Up top, Siegfried for 3, no. And the rebound pulled down by James Matheny. Pushing the pace a little bit. There's Lindsay off the glass for 2, Adam Lindsay. 51-38, Clopton trailing. Back the other way, shot no good. Oh, late whistle. He was already landed out of bounds before that whistle blew, and that's going to be the third on Adam Matheny. That'll take Gavin Grodhaus to the line, who is 0 for 3 from that spot tonight. And the first shot finally goes through. That was a
reverse jinx.
Yep. 52-38. Luke Lindsay back in the ball game. Second shot is no good. Rebound picked up.
Oh my goodness.
By Clopton, despite the efforts of Knowles. Oh. Spoonster pass to a spot.
Yep.
The recipient of the pass, I think, was supposed to be Luke Lindsay, and he vacated the area and back the other way. A foul will send Gooding to the line. That's Spoonster's third. 2.5 to go in the quarter. Monroe City takes on Liberty next, then Palmyra boys against Jacksonville Route. First shot no good. Stays at 52-38. And the second shot rims out. Rebound pulled down by James Matheny for the Hawks. To Kane Evans. Center of the lane, trying to back in against Knowles. He got a partial block on Kane. Blocks the pass back to Kane. His arms are 19 and a half feet long.
They are.
There is not a place safe on the floor from the arms of Cooper Knowles.
No.
Stays with West Hancock. As the ball went out of bounds, Cooper Knowles. Center of the lane, no. And the rebound pulled down this time by Matheny.
Nice job.
But thrown away As they try to lob pass, and it was just too long for Adam Lindsay. Gives it back to the Titans with 1:55 to go in the quarter. Out high, now driving to the basket and scoring is Grodehouse. 54-38.
We'll say it, unless Cooper can dunk.
Another one. Blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks. Knowles. Yeah, he not the greatest shooter.
Or ball handler.
No.
But if you want a block or a dunk.
Absolutely, he's your man. Out high. On the inbound, James Matheny hands it off for Kane Evans. Evans goes in on the big man, off the glass, can't get it to stick to the rim. Rebound, tied up. Nice job by Kane and James Matheny to tie up that rebound. It's going to stay with the Hawks. 1:22 to go in the third. All the way out. Tracked down near the line. Here's Spoonster with it. Hands it off, Kane Evans. To the near side for Matheny. James gives it back to the top of the key for Luke Lindsay. Lindsay gonna drive against the big man, no. Try to go over him.
Yeah.
Body's still flying and back the other way. That's not a foul. They'll call it against Adam Lindsay. That was all ball. Give it to him out of bounds. So Grodehouse goes back to the line. He's been there 716 times here in the third quarter. He makes this one. 55-38. 58.8 seconds to go.
I will say I'm out of space.
This will be his 7th free throw in the quarter, and he nails them both. He is 3 for 7 in the quarter from the free throw line. Getting better as the quarter goes on. Down to 47 seconds to go in the third. Here's Evans. Blocked. Cooper Knowles is just everywhere.
He's crazy.
Siegfried. Kick to the corner. Here's the three. That one is off the mark. And Siegfried is fouled on the rebound. That's going to be the 4th on Adam Lindsay, I believe.
Nope. I'm going to put that on Trey Spoonster.
That's his 4th. Oh, no, they're going the other way with it. Said he pushed off.
Gotcha.
So it's going to go on Siegfried, his 3rd. And some boos rain down. 31.9 seconds to go. And Trey goes to the line. And the shot is good. That is the first point of the night for Trey Spoonster. Siegfried out. Froman back in.
Wow. All I know is Coach Jeff Dahl. That was a picture-perfect screaming that he just delivered. It looked like it belonged on ESPN.
The highlight reel, huh? With it is Grodehouse with 23 seconds on the clock. They're going to play for the final shot. Down to 15. Grodehouse still on the near side with it. Spoonster in front of him. Now they move. Down to 8 seconds. He takes the hoop and is fouled. He took a good, he did not, he picked up his dribble where it says the pit in front of the free throw line. And they'll get Spoonster for his 4th. Grodehouse back to the line for free throws 8 and 9 of the quarter, and he misses this one. 5.7 seconds to go
I hope that if like running laps depends on this guy making free throws for my team.
Oof.
I
He
think
hits the second one.
We're going to do a lot of running.
57-40. Here's a three. A little long. Put back. Wouldn't have counted. Just late. Didn't go down anyway. 57-40. West Hancock leads Clopton as we head to the fourth quarter from the Pitt and Quincy, the QND Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Curlis Auction, Mike Henry Excavating, and Schlenker Funeral Home.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Heading to the fourth quarter here from the Pit. Clopton trailing by 17 to West Hancock. Mark Fronick, April Fronick back here in the broadcast booth, up in the rafters at the Pit. That was a 10-point quarter for Gavin Grodhouse. He's got 14 points. Siegfried didn't get a point in that third quarter. He's still at 19. Kane Evans, just a couple of free throws, so he's at 22. He's still the game's leading scorer. He got blocked a lot, and that shot no good. Evans ends up with it on the far side. It's knocked away from him by Jordan Crowley. It'll stay with Clopton. 13 seconds gone here in the fourth. Across the line with it is Adam Lindsay. Scoops a pass to James Matheny out high, up and around to Kane Evans on the far wing. Knocked away from him momentarily, picks it back up. Hurt, bothering him. They go to the near side with it. Corner, three is good. Adam Lindsay. Makes it 57-43. 40 seconds gone here in the fourth. Through the lane, that shot won't go on the runner from Froman. Here comes Lindsay back the other way. Can't get it to go. Across the lane, shot no good. Another offensive rebound for Clopton, no good. And finally ripped away a tie-up, and it'll be Clopton ball. Back into the ball game comes Spoonster and Larson Hall, both with 4 fouls. Corner three off the inbound, in and out for Adam Lindsay.
Doggone it.
Here's Siegfried. He puts on the brakes. He wants to run a little bit. Said he runs right to the hoop and is blocked. Fouls on the floor first.
It's been like
the fourth quarter.
A human demolition derby.
Yeah.
Just crashing my bodies.
Adam Lindsay's fourth. So he's got 4. Spoonster's got 4. Larson Hall has 4. Evans has 3. Adam Matheny has 3. No one with more than 3 on the West Hancock side. Cleaning some sweat off the floor. There's my Nuke Bar fan down there in the corner. Out high with it. And another foul, and this one's going to be it for Trey Spoonster. He fouls out with 6:46 to go. Finishes his night with 2 points, both from the free throw line. So Trey's night comes to an end. Adam Matheny takes his spot. Out high with it now is Grodhouse. Down to the hoop, and a two-hander from Matheny. That's going to be his 4th foul. And back to the line goes Siegfried.
Adam Matheny, his 4th. At the line for West Hancock, number 11, Hunter Froman.
So Crowley is short on that shot. Actually, that's Froman. I said Crowley came back in the ballgame. Froman 10 points. Most of that coming in the first quarter. He hits the second free throw to make it 58-43. 6:37 on the clock. Win or lose, this has been a gutsy performance for the Clopton Hawks.
Very much so.
With it on the near side is Lindsay. Bounce pass now for Adam Lindsay. Kane Evans to the near corner. Here's the three. That one's good. Adam Lindsay, his second tray of the quarter. Makes it 58-46. Lead cut to 12. Hunting is Groothouse. Down to the big man and easy off the glass. Cooper Knowles has 6 points. 60-46. Far side, pass was tipped. Clopton keeps possession. Kane for Adam Lindsay. Lindsay over the far side for Adam Matheny. Bounce pass now for Luke Lindsay on the near point. Ball fake, Adam to Evans. He goes over the big man for a bucket. His first shot to go down from the field here in the second half, and that one off the glass and in. Points going both ways. Froman with 2 more and a timeout taken by the Hawks. 62-48, they trail by 14 with 5:06 to go in the fourth quarter on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Calumet of Missouri, Silex Banking Company, and Kearns Construction.
Pepsi Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Klarbrunn Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, and Pepsi.
Well, neither coach is done coaching in this one. 62-48. Clopton trailing with 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. I think Clopton still has a push in him.
I agree with you.
On the inbound, Matheny with it. James across the line to Evans. Stripped from behind. Gets, almost got it back. Picked up by Gooding. Here's a three from the near corner. That one drops through. Groothouse says, enough with your push. 65-48 and another steal. Carrying the ball. Didn't get called for that. Luke Lindsay picks up his fourth. And a technical called against the Titans.
I knew he was losing his patience all game.
So both number 15s get a foul. Gooding.
Personal foul against Clopton's number 15, Luke Lindsay.
He'll shoot 2 free throws and then he'll go the other way. Shot good. That's his 5th point. Makes it 66-48. Second shot good as well. Well, good on him. He's able to focus after losing his cool, and will shoot free throws at the other end now. And then it'll be Clopton ball.
Technical foul is against number 15, Nolan Gooding, his 3rd.
Yeah, Clopton didn't pick up a technical.
Yeah, correct. First shot good for Adam Lindsay. 67-49. 4:39 to go. He hit them both.
Nice job, Adam.
And now Clopton will have possession. Inbound on the far side with James Matheny going into the backcourt for Adam Lindsay. 67-50. Here's Evans to the far side for Adam Lindsay. Look at how much Kane Evans is getting grabbed when he doesn't have the ball. He puts it off the glass and scores. 67-52.
I have found this game so distracting because of things that are going on completely away from the ball.
Out high with it is Siegfried to the basket and in. Lewis Siegfried has 21. Those are his first points of the second half, though. 69-52. Under 4 minutes to play. Kick out to the corner.
Oh, my.
Pass off a shoulder, going back the other way, and a bucket and a bruise, a dunk and a foul, and that's going to be it for Larson Hall. He fouls out Knowles. An and one on a dunk.
That's good, number 22, Cooper Knowles. The foul at number 34, Larson Hall.
71-52. This to make it a 20-point lead. Matheny checks in. Hall, the second Hawk to foul out, and the shot, of course, is short. And he gets the rebound all the way out. Siegfried on the drive scores. 73-52. And on the dribble, a timeout taken. 3:28 to play in regulation, 73-52. West Hancock leading Clopton from the QND Superfan Shootout on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Ambassador Plumbing, and Neighbor Funeral Homes.
Illness can happen anytime or anywhere, whether it's the sniffles, sore throat, or the flu. Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you. Urgent Care is open 7 days a week and is located just off the roundabout in Bowling Green behind Community State Bank. Urgent Care provides friendly, expert, affordable care with short wait times and no appointment is necessary. When you need care, remember Hannibal Regional Medical Group's Urgent Care in Bowling Green is here for you.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Regional Medical Group.
Clopton ball on the far side after the timeout. They trail by 21 with under 3.5 to play in the fourth. Gutsy performance for the Hawks as Evans gets the inbound, comes to the near side. Back to Luke Lindsay. Now to Evans at the free throw line over to the far side. Here's the three. That one's good. Adam Lindsay, his third of the quarter from beyond the arc. 73-55. And Knowles, I think, is just trying to line up more dunks, and he got pushed from behind there. Foul's going to be the third on James Matheny.
James Matheny, his third.
5 minutes gone in the fourth, and Knowles to the free throw line. He's got 4 points in the quarter, 8 in the game, and he makes a free throw for the first time tonight. He had been 0 for 3 prior to that one. Missed the second one. 1 for 5 looks better than 0 for 3. Here's Evans. Kick back, 3. Rims out. Knowles can't hold on to the rebound, but picked up by Braden Hurt for the Titans. Back to Knowles into a double team. Baseline cut off to the near side, up top now. Driving is Grodhouse. His shot no good. Clopton the rebound. Luke Lindsay picked it up. Ahead. Adam Lindsay lost it off his
Yep.
Knee, thigh, out of bounds, back to the. And that'll be, I think, it for Kane Evans. 26 points. He checks out. Noah Dalton into the ball game. 2:22 to play. Superfan shootout, QND. Do a good job. That three is long. Rebound pulled down by Adam Matheny. Pass ahead. Here come the Hawks. Putting on the brakes was Adam Lindsay. Step out three. Rims out. Just off the mark for James Matheny. And here come the Titans again. Lob pass and a shot in the back. Matheny picks up his fourth, and Knowles will head back to the line. Make it tough on the big man.
Well, West Hancock's about to empty their bench.
His fourth. At the line, number 22, Cooper Knowles.
They're about to get way smaller.
Yes, they are.
First shot, no good.
Dramatically smaller.
Number 34, Jess Scott.
Max Siegfried, a 5'10 freshman, comes in. Number 10, Wade Gooding, a 6'1 sophomore. Number 34, Jess Scott, a 6'2 junior. And that free throw is good, and that'll be the end of the night for Cooper Knowles.
The smallest person comes in for the biggest person. Isn't that adorable?
And that would be number 24, Jonah Bradley, a 5'5 freshman who came up to the waist of Cooper Knowles. Dalton passes to the corner for Lindsay. Gives it back now for Luke Lindsay. His floater off the glass, good, and a foul.
Nice.
Adam Lindsay has 4 points. 75-57, minute 28 to play. Wade Gooding picks up his first personal. Shot no good. Offensive rebound. Here's Noah Dalton for three, off the mark. Rebound all the way out to the free throw line, and a something called.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what the call was there, but Clopton keeps the ball.
It was a wavy hand call.
Yeah. I think it was an inverted whistle is what it was.
I think you're right.
I think he thought that Coach Lindsay, or Coach Francis rather, blocking foul called. Coach Francis was going to call a timeout, and then he didn't. Foul's going to be on Gooding, his second. Wade. Minute 16 to go.
Oh, and now the coaches are just yelling to one another.
At the line for one.
They are.
Oh, no.
Shot good for Lindsay. 75-58. That'll make as well. So Adam hits them both, and if you're wondering why Clopton hasn't emptied their bench, they have. 2 players fouled out. The only starter they could remove was Kane Evans. They have a short bench today, missing 3 guys, 2 to illness, 1 to injury. So the near side, Hurt to the corner for 3. That one can't find its way home, and on the rebound, a foul going to be whistled on Jonah Bradley. And we'll go the other way to shoot free throws. 46.5 seconds to go. They get Bradley or Scott? I think they got Scott. Oh, that was just the 4th team foul. So now they'll go back. Yeah, it was just Scott, not Bradley.
Watching a whole other side drama.
Here's Luke Lindsay. Out high for Adam Matheny. Matheny off the glass, no good. Put back, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wade Gooding for the Titans, down to 30 seconds. Kick out, far side. Here's a 3 from the corner, misses everything. out. Hawks up the floor down to 15 on the clock. To the near side. Sends Dalton in motion. To the basket, off the glass and good for Adam Lindsay. 75-61, and that's going to be our final. Clopton Falls hit the QND Superfan shootout by 14 points. Tough night, short bench, and a gutsy performance even in a loss for Coach Tony Francis' Clopton Hawks. Back with the postgame from the pit after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Lynn's Heritage House, and Center Locker Service.
The Eagle 102 Sports postgame show is coming up on KJFM Radio.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by Eagles Bluff Golf Course, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Sports postgame show on KJFM Radio.
Well, they named co-MVPs starting with this game. And Kane Evans with 26 points, co-MVP, along with Lewis Siegfried of the West Hancock Titans, as West Hancock wins this ball game over Clopton 75-61. Clopton without Josh Harvey, Jordan Genowine, both out today. Tucker Salmon's out for the season with the broken arm. It's their first day without him. And despite that, I thought they played extremely hard against a very physical and big West Hancock team. 75-61 is the final. Again, co-MVPs Kane Evans and Lewis Siegfried. And we'll give you the final scoring numbers, wrap things up from the pit after this on Eagle 102 Sports.
Game of the Week coverage on air and online brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, the Pierre, and Logan Agri-Service.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Eagles Bluff Golf Course in Clarksville is a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Eagle 102 sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Final again, 75-61 at West Hancock. The Titans over the Clopton Hawks here this afternoon. Final scoring for West Hancock: a point for Jordan Crowley, 5 for Braden Hurt, a 6-point night for Nolan Gooding. Then we jump up to the double figure scores: 10 points for Cooper Knowles, including a couple of dunks, 13 for Hunter Froman, 17 for Gavin Grodhouse, and 23 for the co-MVP Lewis Siegfried in this one. For the Clopton Hawks in defeat, they got 2 points from Trey Spoonster, who fouled out with 6:46 left in the game. Larson Hall also fouled out with 3:40 left in the game. 4 points for James Matheny, 4 for Luke Lindsay. Then you get to the 20-point plus club. Adam Lindsay, big fourth quarter. Yeah. He had 7 going into the fourth quarter, scores 15 in the fourth, including 3 threes. 22 points for the night, and the co-MVP, Kane Evans, who only had 6 of his 26 in the second half. So he really kept Clopton in the game for a long time there with a big first half, and ends up as the co-MVP for the Clopton Hawks. The Hawks fall to 17-3. West Hancock improves to 23-4 here in the 24-25 season. That'll wrap up our coverage here from the 2025 Superfan Shootout here at QND. It's been great being in the pit the last couple days. Still a lot of good basketball. Monroe City getting ready for their ball game against Liberty. Then the Palmyra teams will play. Jacksonville Route will take on the Palmyra Panther boys, and then the Palmyra girls take on Central Southeastern. And then QND rounds out the night. The girls will play Alton, and the boys will play Mexico in the final game. So
I don't know if anyone's here to watch Liberty basketball, but Liberty cheerleaders, huge fan base. The guy dressed up, look, with the cowboy hat and the whole stripy pants and everything. Yeah.
He's just here for the cheerleaders?
LHS cheer rocks.
Okay, there you go. He had a sign.
He does. He's got it folded up right now, but he had it out a minute ago.
Fantastic, fantastic. And he is decked out
look at
to the nines.
And there's other people all around. This is LHS cheer, LHS cheer, cheer, cheer. So,
well,
interesting.
You know what? Out in full force. So that'll wrap things up here from the pit for April Fronick. Brendan back at the station. Mark Fronick saying we'll see you for more basketball next week right here on Eagle 102 Sports.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.